I had no idea that Tech D Rob feared me until this morning. Just a few minutes ago, he was standing beside Ace's desk, and I went to walk behind him to go into the other room, and as soon as I got close to him, he jumped and put his hand over his butt like I was going to goose him or something. He thought I was going to goose him or pull his drawers down or something. I don't know.
He covered his butt with his hand?
Yeah, he just jumped real quick and covered his butt. He said it was because he has an ice pack on his back and it was falling.
Oh.
But at first I thought, what does he think I'm going to do? I mean, I know that I've done, unprofessional things from time to time, like waving at him and then when he waves back, pointing at my crotch. But never have I accosted him.
Come on, Rob.
Maybe he thought you were going to give him a wedgie or something.
I know he did. He had to think something.
You never can be too careful.
That'd be hilarious.
Thought I was going to give him a goose or a turkey.
So what, Rob? You're wearing an ice pack taped to your back today?
It's like stuffed into my pants basically, but it doesn't stick all the way in, so it just kind of flops sometimes, and it felt like it was falling.
You flopping. You got
Flopping.
Somehow using the word flopping in that
Yeah, I
context
don't
is
like
just
that.
weird. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nothing should be flopping around my back end.
Not at all.
No. Everything should be in place.
Yeah.
That's right. Secured.
But it just so happened that, I guess, the perfect timing as I got behind him is when it started to flop.
Yeah.
Ew.
But don't worry, Rob. I will keep my hands to myself from now on.
I appreciate it.
Now, other parts of my body, I can't promise anything. But my hands, I'll keep to myself.
What a scene.
As long as there's no more flopping.
Flopping,
The flopping to a minimum.
flopping on your backside.
So is that because your back's still bothering you, Rob?
no,
Yeah.
It's actually a massaging ice pack.
Like, I thought
Because it felt so good.
I thought he was
I'd
doing
ice it
so
down.
great, or was it just that they tell him just to do this regularly as part of his treatment last
Well,
time?
it is better, but it's still not like 100%. So it just helps. So
Let's ask a question. Will it ever be 100% again?
I don't know. I got another shot coming up on Monday, so we'll see if that the second shot that I got over the break really helped.
Yeah, cortisone.
Yeah.
You ought to get them to give you some of that orally. Make double up on it. So you take the shot, and then when you get home, you take it like out of a cup 3 times a day.
Is that a real thing?
No.
Okay.
But I don't know that anybody's ever tried it.
You may be onto something then.
I mean, you can't really, I don't think, go pick up a prescription for cortisone.
Oh, no?
No, cortisone cream.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought I
Yeah.
heard that's like what you
But
put.
the thick cortisone that is in the cortisone shot. Doesn't it seem like it takes forever to get that medicine into you when they stick you, Rob? I know it did for me when I had shoulder problems.
Well, I can't feel it, and I'm face down on a table.
Now we're talking.
So I really don't know how long it takes for the shot part. I just know how long I'm up there in
How
general.
long you're there in general. Okay.
No wonder he's jumping.
Let's see what's trending.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
So there's some more details about Jeremy Renner's snowplow accident. It turns out it's pretty serious. This is not a joke.
Yeah.
His chest collapsed. There was serious bleeding. He was airlifted to the hospital the other day. He was trying to use a snowplow to get out a family member's car, to clear a way for a family member's car. And he was crushed by his own snowplow. And, not good. However, this is some great PR for the second season of his show, Mayor of Kingstown.
Because when it comes out in a week?
Yeah, I think it's January 15th.
Yeah.
So, it horrifying as it is, it's a great way to get the show some viewers. And I'm sure he would have probably picked a better, maybe go to a red carpet premiere.
Well, yeah, I mean,
that
he
would
had
have probably
to have
been more fun.
It had to have a tourniquet to keep from losing his leg, right?
Yeah,
He'd
yeah.
probably rather done a red carpet premiere.
Yeah, there's this selfie that's going around. And he's pretty banged up, but as TJ's wife said,
He's tough. He'll be fine.
he's tough.
She judges him by his character on the show.
Well, he always plays a tough character, so he has to be a little tough.
He looks tough. He looks
Yeah.
like a
He looks tough. He
like,
does.
like a fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Hawkeye. Come on now.
Yeah.
Hawkeye.
And what was that movie he was in with Ben Affleck?
The Departed. No, the Departed.
The Town.
Oh, the
Town.
town.
Yeah,
The town.
They were robbing everybody.
He was good in that.
That was a
too.
great movie.
Yep.
Yeah. So he'll be fine because
He's tough.
He's tough.
And she sent me a picture of his selfie yesterday with the article, a link to the article. And she said, I told you.
He's tough.
I told you he was going to be fine.
Be all right. So a couple of excerpts have been released from the new Prince Harry book. It's called Spare, which I didn't understand the title until I saw it explained.
Yeah. Should be called Spare Me.
Spare Me. Because like his brother is called the Heir, so he's like the Spare, I guess, which is kind of clever, but I didn't know that. But he details this fight that he had with Prince William, and it was all over Meghan Markle. Prince William comes over and allegedly called her rude, arrogant, and abrasive, I think were the 3 words, which led to a physical fight. Prince William shoved Prince Harry to the ground. Prince Harry lands on a dog bowl. It breaks. Pieces of the dog bowl cut into his back. So it was a pretty detailed account of this event. But then he said Prince William stormed off and then came back and apologized. So it's just one of the stories that's been released to get a little hype to sell this book, because there's got to be some juicy details in it to sell it. So that's a good one.
Yeah. But did he say that wasn't true?
Prince William?
No, what Prince William said about her.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that. No, I don't know.
What did he say? She's rude, abrasive?
Rude, abrasive, and then there was one more word. I thought he said arrogant or...
Whiny?
No, I don't think that was it. Oh. Difficult.
Difficult. Okay.
It
Well,
seems pretty benign. I mean...
yeah,
don't know.
you say stuff a lot worse about your sisters-in-law. I do. I know I do.
Abrasive is hardly the word I would use.
Yeah, mine was here for a week, after Christmas, and I just kept asking her every day when she was leaving. And every time she said something, I'd cringe, go, "Oh, why are you so loud? Oh, you're abrasive."
It's the problem.
Yeah.
It didn't seem that bad, but then... there's reports out that he wants to repair things with his brother and his father.
This is a good way to do it.
Yeah.
This is not a great start.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
Here's a
think they'll like
tell-all.
this.
You put out a documentary calling them racists, and then your tell-all book. Yeah.
And remember that picture that went viral of Prince Harry when he was 20 wearing that Nazi uniform to a Halloween party?
Yeah.
Well, in the book, apparently, he says Prince William and Kate thought it was hysterical.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wait a minute, don't put that on me. They loved
They
it.
both howled.
Yeah, howled was the word they used. It's like, oh my gosh, really pulling out all the
But yeah,
pulling out all the
wants
stuff.
he wants to make things better between them.
Yeah, I don't know. That's tough to come back from. And then today is National Whipped Cream Day. I said it was whipped cream.
No, it's
Just
whipped.
Whipped.
Yeah,
Whipped cream.
because it's cream that has been whipped.
Yeah. Do you still look down upon people that buy whipped cream instead of making it on their own, TJ?
No, I don't look down upon them. I just don't think as much of them.
Some would say. Alexis, do you make your own whipped cream?
I don't, but I know how to because we used to make it at the restaurant.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
It is easy.
It's
It's
cream,
delicious.
sugar, and a mixer.
Then why not make it yourself?
Because I don't ever use whipped cream at home, like on
what I heard.
anything. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not as
Okay.
the homemade whipped cream is not as useful in being sexy with your lover. I mean, because it's
a
a
little
whole
runny
different than
sometimes.
squirting it from a can on them and then just dolloping. Boom, just putting a dollop of whipped cream on. That's not sexy.
Yeah.
It's like a splat.
It's like you're throwing something at them, then it's,
Yeah.
it loses some sex appeal.
Yeah. Ace learned that with the Cool Whip.
Yeah.
Ew. It's just like grabbing it.
He's like,
That pint.
Gross. Hey, wait, I gotta go get something from the freezer.
You got a tub of Cool Whip in the bedroom, like,
Yeah.
and a spoon.
Cute.
Yeah.
but Cool Whip
Very
is
sexy.
surprisingly low in calories and stuff.
That's supposed to be a good snack, right? Like ice cream substitute or something.
If I walked in and saw somebody just eating out of a Cool Whip container, I'm like, you got problems. Like, you need to get outside.
No, he put it on strawberries and blueberries.
Oh, that's
Things like
cool.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yum.
That's a good idea.
Take healthy things and add just a little bit of sweet to them.
Yeah, yeah. Is it white trash to eat out of that Cool Whip container after you're done with it? Somebody said that on the internet.
What do you
No.
mean?
You mean like cereal and stuff? Use it
Yeah.
as a bowl?
Yeah, use it as a
I
bowl.
don't think so.
I don't
I
think
don't
so
think so
either.
either.
No. We use those
hasn't
little
done
Bojangles cups. Those little
Oh, yeah.
containers
Yeah.
from Bojangles Chicken Place.
Sure.
That the dirty rice and all come in. The fixins, which I hate that word. Even though I'm Southern, I hate the word fixins. But yeah, we use those all the time, much to my wife's chagrin. They'll get piled up, like just stacked up.
She doesn't
They're
like-
perfect little containers.
Why doesn't she like it though?
Because it's just making a mess. We got too many of them.
Yeah.
Just the same reason. If you bring another ice chest in here or another one of those Yeti cups, we have plenty. One of those deals. Yeah. But with those containers from reusable containers, the very best ones are the ones from the Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, those are the best.
Yeah, I will
Always gotta
fight
keep
somebody
that
over one of
Tupperware,
those.
yup.
I'll be like, all right, I'm sending this over,
I need it back.
to give them some leftovers, but I want that back
Yep.
because I don't eat Chinese food often enough to have a good collection of them.
And the soup containers are awesome too.
Yeah,
Yep.
those soup containers
Yeah.
are great.
Thick. They are not scared to use some thick plastic.
Love them. Hey,
like-
a Chinese restaurant is a good American place.
That's right.
Thick plastic.
That's what it is. So those are just a few things that are now trending.
We've had to call it an emergency group therapy today because a lady has sent us a problem that she has, and it's got to be remedied right away. Can't figure out what's worse. If any of it's bad at all, you might not think any of it's bad. Who said it to her, what he did, or who he actually is? It'll unfold next.
The Ace and TJ Show. This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great. Well, tell them, Jody,
Tell 'em what?
where to watch it.
Dang, Ace TJ TV.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
So, we said, who is saving? You're saving money right now to fix a mistake that you made. Here's one. It says, I got hit with a baseball bat to my upper stomach when I was young. It left a permanent mark that looks like a hickey. So, yeah. I don't know how you get, I don't know the procedure to get that fixed. We got a couple like this. I'm currently saving to pay my attorney to fix the mistake I made of getting married. Divorce is expensive. And you know why, Alexis?
Why?
Because it's worth it.
Okay.
That's the old joke. People say, "Why? You know why divorce is so expensive? Because it's worth it." said it's worth it. I tell you what, man alive.
Nice.
Let's see. Some of these we can't read because they're nasty. They're nasty on the radio.
There's an interesting one. There's a lady, I'm sorry, Alyssa on the front page that says, I jumped into a natural water quarry with my new Apple Watch and came up. And there was no new Apple Watch. Now saving for a new watch.
She lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just fell off her arm. It's gone.
Yeah, my son just got finished saving for new AirPods because he left his in his truck at school, and his truck got broken into, and they stole them out of it. It's the only thing he had worth anything in the truck. What? And they stole them. So he just bought his new ones he's been saving up for.
That sucks because, it wasn't really his mistake, I guess. I mean, kind of, but not really.
No, but,
Now you got to consider you leave your AirPods in your truck. That's pretty safe, you know.
but it's his mistake for going to college,
Exactly.
being stupid and going to college.
What an idiot going to college.
That's socialism at work right there.
Yep.
Hey,
Marxism.
Marxism, maybe.
Yeah. No, not maybe. It is.
Spread it around.
Yep.
Those should be my AirPods.
Why
Give
do
me
you
one
have
of them.
them?
Give me at least one of them.
You're right. College sucks.
I've been telling everybody.
There's
I've been telling y'all.
on the front page of our Facebook page, Jill says the mistake she's saving to repair, that I went to college and got a 4-year degree that I don't use, so student loans.
See? Proving the point.
She's pretty.
What a student.
Oh, she's
Bones.
But as TJ Alexis has pointed out, as long as I've known him, that I went to college and have a 4-year degree from LSU, and he did not graduate from college, but we make exactly the same money. So where's that getting me?
Right.
Not getting me anywhere.
I feel you, dog.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, Cat.
Riggins, were you commenting on the attractiveness of
yeah. I just happened to look at that one.
Little Miss 4-year degree. Is that who it was?
Degree.
I thought I heard that kind of under your breath. Oh, she's attractive.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, good for her. On all accounts. So she'll be just fine.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Meaning because she's attractive?
Yeah,
She's
she'll
going
be
to work
fine.
out for her
She'll
no matter
be
what?
fine.
And that's the way it should be.
Just like my brother told my daughter when she was going off to college. He said, don't worry about anything. Don't let it stress you out because you're pretty and you'll end up, finding some guy that'll marry you who's got plenty of money and he's successful. So, don't worry so much about the ins and outs of the grades and the day-to-day stuff. Just,
Don't stress over doing good in college. Just meet a boy.
Yeah,
Find a rich man.
you meet a good-looking boy whose family has a lot of money, and he's going to be successful. So makes it that much easier.
Exactly.
Necessary to pull up her picture here in the studio, Riggins?
Yes.
Yeah, she is pretty.
I just
Yeah.
looked up and I was like, why
It's a
is Riggins
headshot.
pulling up this lady's picture in the studio?
Where did he get a headshot? Is that from her Instagram?
Yeah, she does. I guess like photography. Maybe I'm not really sure. Looks like she does a lot of makeup, professional makeup and hair and stuff. But she is, beautiful.
All right, so you that's not one of her models or something.
No, it's her profile picture.
Yeah, that's a profile picture.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh, Jilly Jill. Jill, yes, I will.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 2 minutes.
Riggins, it's the week that was pop culture, the week that was the Ace and TJ show. As Riggins reviews it all for us with the week.
Go, Riggins, go. Yay!
Wow.
Riggins!
Halloween happens on Monday, filled with demons, blood, and spikes. If you want to see something scary, just look at Ace's TikTok likes. Am I right?
What do you mean? Huh? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
A lot of
What?
people like our TikTok.
Yeah.
That's not what
We
you
have
know.
millions of them. What's your point?
Yeah, no.
Millions.
You mean people that...
I'm talking about the things you like on TikTok.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're not scary.
hear it? Now see it. Watch Riggins' facial reactions, Alexis's banter with TJ, Ace's pearly white complexion in all its glory. On your phone, on your smart TV, this is Ace TJ TV.
Every Tuesday on the Ace and TJ show, we do group therapy. We have, though, today an emergency edition of group therapy that will, we got to get to it in a second because it's very important. She needs help right away. But don't forget, quick reminder, Bob 93.3 members of the Ace and TJ radio family, get signed up if you haven't already for the Share Funny family, acetj.com/SFF, because at 10 o'clock today, the Evite goes out for our first ever Share Funny Live in Greenville. Friday night, January 20th in Greenville at the Greenville Hilton. It is free, but we only have so many spots. So we want to make sure everybody gets in. So you have to be signed up for the Share Funny family. There's an Evite that goes out. There are VIP packages. All that stuff will be available at 10 o'clock this morning through the Share Funny family. But we'll directly send you the invitation if you're part of the Share Funny family. So if you ever have anything for Ace and TJ's group therapy, which is this time every Tuesday, you can just DM us. You could email us, acetj@acetj.com, but sometimes we forget to check that.
Or send us a Demi, as the kids say.
Yeah.
They don't really say that, but they should.
All right, so here's the message that we got yesterday during the show. It says, the other day I was at the fitness park by my house. I was throwing myself at the climbing wall, and out of nowhere, I felt a hand on my butt, helping me over the wall. I thought you could use a hand, he said. Then, in a creepy voice, I heard, quote, boy, oh boy, my brother's a lucky man, end quote. I turned around, and it was my boyfriend's older brother, who I've only met one time briefly. The whole thing made me feel weird and uncomfortable. I don't want to start drama. I know my boyfriend looks up to and idolizes his older brother. But do I need to tell my boyfriend about what happened? Or could this all just be a misunderstanding? My best friend thinks I definitely need to say something. My sister says I should just let it go and move on.
I say hook up with both of them.
Ew, stop. Don't do that. I don't know. It's because he made that comment. That's what kind of changes everything.
Boy, oh boy,
Yeah.
my brother's a lucky man.
Yeah, like,
Anytime somebody looks at your wife or girlfriend and says, you are a lucky man, to me, that is automatically sexual.
yeah, exactly.
Because you're not saying she is so sweet and so funny and everything. And I got to tell you, you are such a hard worker. You are a lucky man. It's always look at her. You are a lucky man. And then women say the same thing. They've said it to me many times when I post a picture of my wife. And then I will send back, and I looked at your profile. So are you a lucky woman?
Oh, bloop.
Because your husband's handsome.
So let's.
I don't do that. I may have done it once.
All right, so let's break them down. He put his hand on her butt first to help her over the wall. Now I picture it as a climbing wall. So I don't know how high she was. So obviously not that high. But couldn't he have grabbed her foot and helped her? But if it's a climbing wall, her feet are on those little clips. So he could have. There had to be a better place than her butt for him to put his hand, right?
Yeah. But sometimes, it could slip or whatever. I don't
Okay.
know. For that, I'm giving him I would give him a little benefit of the doubt.
Okay. Then he says, boy, oh boy, my brother's a lucky man.
Yeah, and then no, he ruined it.
So that's the part you give him the benefit of the doubt on?
Because
The butt grabbing part?
I'm short, so sometimes there's been times where people are trying to help me, or and the hand placement's a little off. But I don't think they're doing it on purpose. I hope they're not doing it on purpose.
Well,
Oh no.
I don't know. What if
But-
her butt was the only place that was available to help her?
Hey, that's what he's supposed to say. Hey, now, come on, brother.
Are you defending him in court?
But that butt's, it's sizable and looking good. And you can't expect a man not to give her a boost on the butt.
It's like Alexis is channeling a guy's defense here.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
she's
what if
a
it's all he could
damsel in
grab?
distress.
Oh yeah, what if she's about to fall and he was like, ah, and that was the place where
Well, I
he
think
could
if
help
she's
her.
falling, that's different. But she said she wasn't falling. She was trying to climb over the wall.
I don't think she needed any help, to be honest with you.
If he was going to help, he could have grabbed the bottom of her foot and said, let me, do you need help getting over? I'll just push you over. That kind of thing. He didn't have to grab her butt.
Yeah.
So what's the worst part? The fact that he's the guy's brother, what he said, or that he put his hand on her butt?
All of it.
I would say the comment is what makes it the worst.
Okay, so then what should she do?
Come on,
Does she
man.
need to tell her boyfriend?
This ain't nothing but, look, nobody knows this really, but I used to desire to be a boy cheerleader. And I didn't mean nothing by that. It's just the way boy cheerleaders hold them up. Like that. I think she should tell her boyfriend or whoever it is, her significant other. If my brother did that to my wife, she would tell me.
Yeah.
I think she should tell you. Yeah. Riggins, you made a face. You don't think she should tell?
No, I do think she should. Yeah, I think it's pretty innocuous, quite honestly. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Okay. But she should tell the boyfriend either way.
Yeah, but not out of like guilt or anything. But I think it would be like
No,
a
but-
funny
Just
thing
like, oh,
to
look
share.
at what your brother did,
Yeah,
whatever.
It's also how you say it, because she can't just go and go, hey, the other day I ran into your brother and he put his hand on my butt and said, boy, my brother's a lucky man.
I think.
But I think it's a combination of the things. Touching her butt and then saying, my brother's a lucky man.
Yeah.
It's not like, she...
I like the way TJ goes. I mean, it's a combination of things. Touching my butt and then saying, well, my brother's a lucky man. Like, he just can't help but let his voice go down into that when he says it.
But it's not like she did your short form for your taxes and handed them to you, and you said, "Oh, thank you. My brother's a lucky man to have somebody who can do these things."
So
it was like touch butt.
Yeah.
My brother's a lucky man. That butt felt nice.
at the Ace TJ show, should she tell her boyfriend about her encounter with his brother? You can DM us, comment on our social media or on our YouTube. Just go to YouTube and search for Ace TJ TV, and we'll get your answers next.
Ace and TJ. The Ace and TJ show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and it's a pretty rare occurrence, but today in history actually relates to today in history a few days ago. Results aren't much better, though. Give you the details next.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232. 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
Hyatt-centric South Park always delivers exceptional quality and service during your stay. And right now, when you book your social or business gatherings, you can earn up to 30,000 World of Hyatt bonus points. The Hyatt-centric South Park is a beautifully modern venue for all of your gatherings. Those of us on the Ace and TJ show absolutely love this place. Beautiful rooms, spectacular dining options, all nestled in the beautiful community of South Park, Charlotte. Book your gathering by calling 980-299-7013.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 19 years ago today, January 5th, 2004. Britney Spears had her 3-day marriage to her childhood friend, Jason Alexander, annulled. Oh, it had all been a big joke anyway. Now, later in the year, she turned around and married K-Fed in October, so not much better results. That's Today in History.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go, boom.
Okay. Got a little behind the scenes action going on here. Mr. Todd asked to turn the TV down a little bit that's behind me in the right corner. And I turned it completely sideways. So maybe that was down enough for him. Okay, but right now it says Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. It says it right over my shoulder. Because you know what? Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture is great. And they are great for the Ace and TJ show because they're wonderful people. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture is owned by a couple. And they are married to each other, Katie and Greg. And when you go to Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, it's not just mattresses, even though they have those and they're very comfortable and they're awesome. They also have furniture for other rooms of the house. You can actually walk in and sit in the exact furniture that my wife and I have in our living room. And a lot of people do that when they're on vacation and stuff. They tour Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture just to see the TJ and Jody living room. It's a big deal. And it's free to do that. Go in there and look at it and try it out. So you want bedroom furniture, living room furniture. It's all top of the line with a great delivery service and great people with great prices. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Go to acetj.com/mattress. acetj.com/mattress. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
TJ, how long did your Christmas vacation, over the Christmas vacation, how long did your decorations stay up?
They stayed up longer than they should have because my sister-in-law asked that we leave them up until she got here to see them because she's not a good decorator and my wife is.
Yeah.
And so she wanted to be in a home that had good, like sophisticated decorations.
Ours
and not
came,
an inflatable Santa in the living room.
That's a true story, by the way, that inflatable Santa in the living room. Our decorations came down on the 27th. Alexis, how long did yours stay up? Because it was your first real Christmas.
Yeah, my tree is still up.
Oh, okay.
Because I love it. It's so
okay.
cute.
That's okay. This is what I'm getting to on this. The best day to put away holiday decorations is today, according to Christian tradition.
Oh.
Yeah, today's the 12th night since Christmas, which celebrates the arrival of the three wise men who brought gifts to Jesus. So Christian tradition would say today would be the day to take them down.
See that, TJ?
Are you
How
going
Christian I'm being.
Are you going to take it down today?
I'm probably going to take it down this weekend, but I just love still looking at it.
See, I don't. I want to get past it and move to the next thing. I would want them down on the 26th if possible.
But that's all I have is a mini tree, though. So it's like a nightlight.
Right.
Yeah, we took ours down on the 27th. But sadly, the tree is still out there because I guess the garbage men aren't taking that thing off. So I got to do something with that bad boy.
Chop it up.
Take it to the dump.
Yeah, that's what my dad
They have a brush area.
Throw it in the lake.
Been that route, Rob.
I know.
I think I want to do it again. That was bit off a lot more than I could chew that time. But it only took a couple of trips, and I think I threw my back out of the process of tying cinder blocks to that thing. But we finally got it down.
You wouldn't get in trouble for doing that?
No, they want you to throw them in the lake at certain places. When I had a house and part of a boat dock, they wanted you to put them by the boat dock because fish breed there.
Yeah, and they also, some doctors also want you to start smoking.
We throw our trash in there.
Right. Like, what?
That's what they want.
That sounds weird.
They do want that. I'm not lying.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ dailies.
Weed-infused Thanksgiving meals, high-end dining with weed. Mm-hmm. They even sell a mistletoe bouquet. Get it?
I get it, yeah.
Mistletoe.
I told you that everything has to be weed now. Everything.
What is going on?
It's cool.
Well, now there's even new recipes for a ganja bread house. It's not gingerbread, it's ganja bread filled with weed. And Jesus has been identified as 420 friendly, according to a Bible scholar speaking to the Los Angeles Times. He said, think about it. Jesus was peaceful and loving. He went from house to house and was always accepted. Only a stoner could do that.
That's true.
I knew
He was all about peace and love.
Except the
That's what
fact
they're
that
pointing out. They said his long hair and good vibes.
Except the fact that Jesus wasn't a person, wasn't a normal person. So Jesus didn't have to be high to be able to do all of those things like everybody else would have to be.
They said it's even speculated that the oil he used to anoint the sick and perform miracles may have been cannabis oil.
I believe that.
Of course.
Well, no, because they
and this
probably
is
had
also proof that, in a prime example of the fact that just because somebody's a Bible scholar doesn't mean they're religious or of a person of faith.
Hang on, did he say Bible? Did you say Bible scholar, Riggins, or just a scholar?
Bible scholar.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do believe the cannabis oil thing.
Yeah,
I think
because
that's totally possible.
they've been using cannabis and oils for healing for a very long time before they even consumed the plant.
And it's a natural thing,
Right.
and it would be found in that part of the world. But I'm saying that you could
Afghan
just
Kush.
because you use cannabis oil or whatever or water doesn't mean that you're a stoner. You know what I mean? It's
They
two different
said,
things to me. Totally different things.
Moses seeing the burning bush
he was
may
high.
have been an allusion, a reference to a burning weed plant. He had visions after seeing the
But
burning
you could
bush.
sit and go through the Bible and say, may have this, may have that. But if you're a dope head, you're going to sit and find all the ways that things could have been dope in the Bible.
Yeah.
Right.
I also watched a special one time that explains how the burning bush could have actually happened.
Really?
Yeah, there's a scientific explanation for how it could have happened. You know, so there's it's very possible that it did happen, but
The explanation that it happened is actually because the Bible said it does.
Yeah. Ace, you didn't watch no documentary about the
did.
burning bush.
It was
you alive?
fascinating to watch. It was very, very interesting.
So they wrap up this by saying, so this holiday season, getting stoned might help you get in touch with your higher power. So they have officially taken over
I like it.
Christmas.
It's anything to tear up the American traditions.
Oh my
Just
God!
anything they can
tear
do.
up the American traditions or
of
make
Christmas,
them better.
Of Christmas, making it, everything's got to be weed. It got to be high for Christmas.
It makes it that much more magical.
No, it doesn't.
And
it
you're
makes
happier.
It makes it trash.
No, it doesn't.
It makes it trash. Absolutely trash.
No.
Trash.
No, it just it's good.
Trash.
Do what you want, but stop trying to. They need to stop trying to make everybody else change and look at it their way. If you want to sit and get blasted, I don't care if it's just weed or if you want to shoot yourself full of heroin on Christmas Day. Do it, mind your business, and leave me the hell alone with how I want to look at Christmas in the Bible. Go do your thing.
Well, they're
Isn't
not
that what
forcing you to do it.
You know what dope heads are supposed to do? Their whole thing has been, leave me alone. Why are you in my personal business? It's my choice and all that. Okay, it's your choice. Go blast your head off with heroin and whatever else you want to do, but leave everybody else alone. Let everybody else enjoy the message of Christmas and the Bible that they want.
Once
They're
it got
not forcing y'all to do it.
The whole thing is about
They're putting
changing
it
the
out
way
there
you
for the people that
and
want
they
to
don't
do
need
it.
to. Don't put it out there. How about
I
that?
want it out there.
Everything doesn't have to be put out there.
I want it out there.
Keep it to yourself, you dope heads. And I want all of it to be legal for you. All of it for you dope heads. Like I said, as long as you're not infringing on my rights or property, go do whatever. Just shut up about it. Please. Shut up.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
It's an emergency edition of Group Therapy today on the Ace and TJ Show. We have a member of the radio family. She DM'd us, and essentially the story is she was at a fitness park working out. They have a little climbing wall. While she was struggling to get over the wall, a guy's hand got on her butt and pushed her over, and it turned out to be her boyfriend's brother, older brother. Kind of pushed her over by her butt, but then he said, and allow me to get the quote, "Boy, oh boy, my brother is a lucky man."
First of all, you really wanting to marry into a family that says boy, oh boy.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy.
I mean, come on.
So
What a dork. For real.
So she
There,
said,
there, you old so-and-so.
she wants to know, do I need to tell my boyfriend about what happened, or could this all just be a misunderstanding? My best friend thinks I definitely need to say something, while my sister thinks I should just let it go and move on. And everybody on the show thinks would I be right? Yeah, everybody thinks she should mention it, but
Definitely.
Riggins doesn't think it's this big a deal. Like you should tell him, but it's not that big a deal. Chad here said not only should she tell her boyfriend, but she should predetermine her actions based on his response. Like if he blows it off and laughs about it when he's told, she should peace out.
Oh, not peace out.
Yeah, she should peace out.
I mean, that's the worst thing you can say to a man.
You know what?
I mean, to a woman.
Peace out.
Peace out.
I'm leaving.
I've had enough.
Now, Bethany says you should start by telling the older brother you didn't appreciate it and ask that it not happen again. And then if it does, tell your boyfriend.
No.
Well, you can't go back to the guy now, like days or whatever, like a week or so later. Jennifer said, I personally should say something, even how it made you feel. If behavior like that is accepted, who knows what he might do or what comment he might say next. Overwhelmingly, it seems that people think he should say something. Now, Ginger said it wasn't a grope if someone was literally helping you jump over a wall. I've done this and had this done a million times while training for obstacle races, and the comment was more than likely in good humor. We'll talk about it in front of both of them and see how it plays out. Also update us because I'm invested in this now. Yeah.
She said talk about it in front of both of them, like gather them together.
Yeah, like, hey guys.
Seems that way.
It's a big summit.
But I do think that that makes sense to, if you just let it go, then he'll think that you were okay with it. And what's the next thing he's going to do? You know?
Yeah. Overwhelmingly.
How far does he think he can take it?
Everybody says, well, almost everybody. We're at like 90%, 95% of people say, yeah, you should say something to the boyfriend about it. At least tell him what happened. And like, that was kind of weird the way he touched my butt. And, you know.
Yeah, just like that.
But,
Kind of weird.
You know what? I thought that was kind of weird.
Can you believe?
It's kind of weird he touched my butt.
and Debbie said, stop it now before it becomes a habit. You say or do nothing and he thinks you liked it. It's going to happen again.
Whoa, Debbie.
Like, woof.
Little Debbie.
She does point out he crossed the line big time. So
Yeah, and you don't do that. You let her fall before you grab her butt, and she would understand. She's laying there with the wind knocked out of her, and go, "I'm so sorry, but the only place I could have caught you was to grab your butt, and I didn't feel that was appropriate." Once she caught her breath, she would agree. Say thank you for not groping me to avoid injury.
Here's a quick question we don't have the answer to. Allison says, wow, that's tough. I think it honestly depends how long you've been dating. If you've been dating a while and have developed a trust with this person, I'd absolutely tell him because it's something that has affected you and you should communicate that. I lost it. If you haven't been dating long and as you said, it seems you don't see his brother often, I think I'd let it go and tell him if anything else happens.
No, don't do that.
Okay. So it's like 93% of the people are saying, yeah, you should tell him. But one lady pointed out, tell him calmly.
Yeah, like don't make a big deal out of it. Just be like, hey, this thing happened and it was a little odd.
I was climbing a wall.
Yeah.
And your brother touched my butt. For what it's worth.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
So what were you doing in 2013? Were you doing some twerking? Because that was a hot fad in 2013. There's a list out that is fantastic of fads that were hot in 2013 and how we feel about them now. And you might be surprised. Coming up next.
Ace and TJ. Ace and TJ. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and it's a pretty rare occurrence, but today in history actually relates to today in history a few days ago. Results aren't much better, though. Give you the details next.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Breaking and entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 19 years ago today, January 5th, 2004. Britney Spears had her 3-day marriage to her childhood friend, Jason Alexander, annulled. Oh, it had all been a big joke anyway. Now, later in the year, she turned around and married K-Fed in October, so not much better results. That's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv. Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Huh?
All the hottest trending topics. I was talking without the microphone turned on.
What's that, son?
All the hottest trending topics coming up at the top of the hour. It's Now Trending with Riggins, sponsored by the Johnson Group. Any commercial cleaning needs that you may have at all, the Johnson Group can handle it. Office space, medical building space, it doesn't matter. acetj.com/clean to find out more about the Johnson Group.
What's up, TJ? What's going on?
Whose black duct tape is this? Why it's on your desk?
Well, listen, I had a long night. And some people don't know how to shut up, so you gotta know.
Well, it's just you don't have things like this usually on.
Yeah, I don't. It's for. I was trying to do a little electrical work in here the other day at the request of Mr. Todd,
all right,
our camera guy, and he said he's going to come up here this week and fix it because we got some.
Oh, that was your electrical work?
That was my electrical work.
Yeah. You know.
And
the tape on a cord.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't even put it in the right spot.
He did it.
Well, I didn't know. He was like, put some electrical tape on this thing. So I said, okay, perfect. But you, Alexis, you sat there and watched me do it, even though you knew that wasn't the right place.
You were being the electrician.
She obviously didn't know it was.
She didn't know.
I didn't know. It's supposed to be down there.
Then why didn't you say anything?
You look like you knew what you were doing.
Yeah, she says she knew, but maybe she thought, but she wasn't confident enough about it to say, dummy, put it down here.
I can't believe you put it up there. It's like, well, you knew that was the wrong spot. I didn't. Why didn't you just put it on there?
You didn't ask me to do it.
You didn't have a ladder.
Shut up.
Yeah. That thing's about 2 feet off the ground.
So you just watched him put it in the wrong place, knowing it was in the wrong place.
I was probably worried about something else.
Worried.
About where that next fix is coming from.
Yeah, worried. 2 minutes ago, she was like, she looks at me and she goes, do you like pesto? She seems really worried.
Always down to business.
Yeah, that just comes out of nowhere. It wasn't a part of the conversation.
Pesto? It's pretty good.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, she's already said she's craving some kind of Chinese soup now.
Wonton soup.
Because we talked about the soup, the containers that they have at Chinese restaurants to go.
I want
and that
wonton
pesto.
soup.
And my banh mi sandwich I had yesterday. I want another one.
Your what?
Banh mi.
What's banh mi?
It's a Vietnamese sandwich with pork in it. So good. On French bread. Ooh.
Like pickled vegetables.
Yeah, pickled
Oh,
vegetables.
no thanks. I
Cilantro.
don't like pickled any vegetable pickled except cucumbers.
It's cucumbers. Oh, and carrots.
Okay,
It's
well,
delicious.
those are called pickles.
What is?
Oh my God.
Not pickles. Whatever.
Using all these fancy terms. Like, in other words, you like pickles.
Sounds less.
Sexy.
Yeah, it sounds weird.
Ace TJ 5G.
So, 2013, what were you doing? Regan, you worked here in 2013, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I was preparing for your surprise 60th birthday party, Ace.
Thank you. Okay. Alexis, what were you doing in 2013?
I was 23, so I was definitely in
So
the middle of my
everybody.
party phase. Kind of.
Okay.
I'm not going to deny.
Rob, TD Rob, 2013, what were you doing?
I was working here with you guys.
Were you?
2012 was when I started.
Oh, okay.
Glad you remember.
Okay, so they went through this list. I'm not even sure who put this together, to be honest with you. Let's see if I can find out who. BuzzFeed. Fads from 2013 and how we feel about them today. For example, the song, What Does the Fox Say? Remember that song? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was the top trending YouTube video that year. 22% of people surveyed still love it.
Cornballs.
Honey Boo Boo.
Oh.
Yeah, that show was huge and at its peak in 2013. Only ran 3 years. 49% of people are not fans anymore or never were. I'm one of those, not a fan. The Cronut debuted in 2013.
Yeah, I never liked that.
Yeah, 39% of people say they still love Cronuts. Goats screaming like humans in videos.
That's still funny. I love that.
It was very hot on YouTube in 2013.
Not as fun, though, as the fainting goats.
Yeah.
Those
Okay.
videos are fun.
But 41% of people say they still love those videos. Vine debuted in 2013. Now, it shut down in 2017, but 50% of the people said they wish they had it back.
Yeah.
Because it was just 6 seconds, right? That's
Yeah.
all you had.
wouldn't have to sit through a 2-minute TikTok. And then you watch it and they go, like for part 2. And you're like, oh, I spent 2 minutes. And then you don't even get like the payoff. Sucks.
Oh, that makes me crazy. When you sit
annoying.
through 2 minutes and then it just ends.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to go search for it. I purposefully don't search for it.
Yeah, that'll show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I was thinking.
I don't go look for it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing
Although
I
that.
mean, I don't even accidentally go look for it.
I will say this though. I got hooked into a TikTok yesterday. Somebody was posting clips from a Backstreet Boys documentary where Nick and Brian Luttrell were screaming at each other. I was all in and had to keep going. Oh, let me go to part 2. Click. Boom, let me go back to part 3. Click.
Yeah. If you're not watching us on YouTube, that's Ace talking.
Yeah. The adult onesie really became a thing in 2013. Still cool with it, Alexis? The adult onesie?
I've never worn one. I don't like it.
Yeah, 33% of people like them. Most people say that.
It make you look like a little Build-A-Bear.
Yeah, I can wear a kid's one.
Yeah. The Breaking Bad finale aired in 2013. Now, here's how big Breaking Bad was. People are getting excited because the news came out yesterday that Bryan Cranston is going to portray Walter White in a Super Bowl ad for Frito-Lay, and people were jacked on the internet. But the Walter White hat was hot in 2013.
I don't think
I didn't see a single person wearing the Walter White hat.
Well, I'm reading.
It's like
I'm giving you the
Zorro.
survey. Only 10% of people say they wish it would come back in style.
Yeah, no.
Twerking
twerk, 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 twerk. I like that.
kind of came to national prominence 10 years ago in 2013. 55% of people think it's lame now.
Twerking is lame.
Yeah. And what was the percentage of people who were who didn't have an opinion one way or the other?
26%.
Right. And that's 26% of the people didn't want to be called racist or misogynist.
Yeah.
So I don't have an opinion on that. Oh, twerk away, I guess. I don't.
It was 2013 that kale became a vital superfood. Before that, Pizza Hut was apparently the biggest buyer because they used kale to decorate their salad bars. They didn't put it out for you. It was what decorated the salad bar. But 34% of people still like kale.
Ugh. And it's not that big of a superfood. It's not that super of a superfood.
I mean, they used it as it was decoration.
Yeah.
Before anybody thought it was a superfood, but you
Papa
claim
John's didn't fall for all that.
Yeah, you claim to love kale.
I love kale.
Okay.
No matter what.
Okay.
And I'm being serious.
All right. You also say you still like twerking.
Yeah, I do. I like a little twerk.
You're very nostalgic.
Here's one more. Here's one more for Alexis. Swag, the word, kind of came to prominence for everybody in 2013.
Hopped up out the bed, turn my swag on.
Yeah, only 16% of people say they still like or use that term.
Yeah. Ooh. Got swag.
Although that's you use that regularly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and
He tried it.
I know. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
He did.
Just saying. I'm
And
just
he
saying it all the time.
Right.
I'm leaving it
He's
out
trying to throw like some shade. Okay.
I'm just pointing out.
You see that?
I'm just saying. You know me about being old, but I'm gonna leave that one right there.
You say it all the time.
Yeah, all the
Say it
time.
all the time.
Every day, every hour.
But I love the fact that BuzzFeed is copying our show, just like every other media outlet does. I mean, we started the whole concept of outdated slang on this radio show, and there they are, biting. Buzz is biting. I mean, it's hard being a trendsetter. You know?
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
So I got good news and bad news for Tech D Rob. Interesting. We'll get into it next and Now Trending.
Now you can hear and see the show anytime. Just click acetj.com or acetj.tv. How you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and it's a pretty rare occurrence, but today in history actually relates to today in history a few days ago. Results aren't much better, though. Give you the details next.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Breaking and entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for acetjtv on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 19 years ago today, January 5th, 2004. Britney Spears had her 3-day marriage to her childhood friend, Jason Alexander, annulled. Oh, it had all been a big joke anyway. Now, later in the year, she turned around and married K-Fed in October, so not much better results. That's Today in History.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go, boom. You're looking for a new place or just a great place, even if you've been there before. For food, drinks, atmosphere, service, it's Fahrenheit. Uptown Charlotte, 21 stories above the city. What is the actual street that it's on? Is it
College Street.
Is it College?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's one of those places.
Caldwell, sorry.
Caldwell, yeah.
Yep.
South Caldwell. Because I've been to it so many times that I don't know what street it's on. I just drive in and park. So South Caldwell, 21 stories above the city, right close to the Spectrum Center if you're going to an event. And it's fantastic. Great drinks, great food, great atmosphere, and great service. Can't go wrong. It's Fahrenheit. FahrenheitCharlotte.com is the website. FahrenheitCharlotte.com. Fahrenheit, proud sponsor of Ace TJ Eats.
And just to prove that there are no new ideas, pretty much, there is a lady going viral on the TikTok because she is telling everyone of this theory that putting potatoes in your socks when you sleep cures illnesses and stuff. That's just a revamped concept that has been around for years. But the woman who shares it says it's a flu remedy. So you slice a potato and put a slice under each foot, then put your socks on and go to bed. And when you wake up, the potato's all black and everything. And they say those are the toxins. And but obviously there's no proof that it cures anything or does anything for anybody. But people are doing it now.
I've heard that with onions.
Yeah.
You put onions in it, and that's gross.
But either way, there's no proof that any of this works, right?
But why do they keep doing it? Maybe it does work.
Oh, well, maybe it does. If it works for them in their head and they feel better, then as long as it's not hurting anybody else, then do it. But it says that the potatoes are disgustingly dark when they come out because of the toxins that are removed. No mention of what is called oxidation, which happens with potatoes when they are peeled and not cooked right away. They oxidize. And that could increase the oxidation process with your sweaty, nasty feet. I don't know for sure, but that could be why that's in there. Yeah.
At least you can't blame this on like ultra liberal millennials because they've been doing that for like 100 years.
This thing's been around forever.
Thank God. We're not taking the arrows on this one.
Yeah, you can't trust potato people.
Ace TJ 5G.
Don't miss Riggins' Weekend Review every Friday on the show. It's very popular, especially with kids and adults. That's the main focus, the demographic. Sponsored by Calitrin. If you've started a diet, you're looking to lose weight, Calitrin is what you need to help you with that. Go to acetj.com/weight loss. Order that Calitrin today.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
We'll do the tweet of the day in just a second.
I love tweet of the day.
So I got good news and bad news for Tech D Rob. The bad news is that Avatar: Way of the Water passed Top Gun Maverick yesterday in a much shorter time span. You know, Top Gun Maverick was out in what month of 2022? I don't even know.
It was in the summer.
It was over the summer.
Yeah.
So in just a couple of days, couple of weeks, Avatar: Way of the Water has already surpassed it. And that's been out for, maybe a month now, less than a month. So
What are people saying about it?
about Way of the Water?
Yeah. Is it like good or?
I've heard mixed reviews. Like, it's okay. Everybody says you got to see it in IMAX or one of those huge theaters
Oh, yeah.
to really get the scope of it all. They said the story's okay.
I haven't heard much about it. That's why I'm
Exactly.
surprised.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You haven't heard. The press is not there for it, but all the press revolves around how much money it's making. That's been kind of the theme, the story surrounding the movie. How much is it going to make? Because it costs so much to make the movie.
It is weird that a movie quietly makes over $1 billion in America.
Somebody's going to see it.
Yeah, people are flocking to it, but they're not talking about it.
Those are just American numbers?
A worldwide box office.
Yeah, because Top Gun wasn't worldwide, right?
Well, it wasn't in China.
It wasn't in China,
which is huge.
Yeah, that's the biggest market. That's what I was trying to get at here, is that I'm sure the commie countries are ones really supporting this Avatar movie. Because it's got a lot of similarities to communism, from what I understand.
Is that right?
Yes.
You want to know something interesting, movie related?
That's what I've heard.
That's what he's heard.
That's what I've
Rob's
heard.
going, yeah.
it is.
I'm not usually vocally supportive of you, but right now, for sure.
Yeah, because that James Cameron is no conservative. I'll tell you that.
That's true.
Is that right?
Yeah.
He's just a little weenie butt.
Well, I did hear he tried to beat up Harvey Weinstein one year at the Oscars or something. They had to kick James Cameron out. I thought, all right, James Cameron, you just went up a notch in my book. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I did see something interesting over the holidays about movies in general, which I was fascinated by. You know, everybody said, the box office is down, everything's terrible at the movies and blah, 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 blah. But at the end of 2022, they did a study. 2019, the last full pre-pandemic year at the movies, and they found that the movies that came out in 2022 at the box office, the total box office is down, but the movies made, on average, slightly more than the movies did in 2019. They just don't put as many movies in the box office these days. So people are going, the movies are making about the same money that they were, if not a little bit more. They just aren't putting as many out there.
But I'm not, I'm not interested in any of these fantasy movies, these comic book movies, and especially, indoctrination and propaganda piece like these avatars and all. I'm going to a movie in the theater. It's going to be a movie that's real, that could actually happen. Like I'm finna go see Megan.
Yeah.
Megan, that could happen.
Totally could happen.
Where a robot doll starts a killing.
Yeah.
I mean,
earlier reviews say it's great.
Really?
It's going to hit the billion mark before the end of the weekend.
It could. Hi, I'm Megan. It's the creepiest thing I've ever seen.
You should run now.
Yeah. Ripping
Ace should
people's
not
ears.
go see that movie.
I have no desire
Yeah,
to see
don't
that
see
movie.
that because then you'll definitely freak out.
you will get paranoid.
Yeah, about the robots taking over.
I don't know that I can be more paranoid about the robot. I really don't.
They're ripping people's ears off.
I'm telling you.
them avatars is going to make it where, we can't even have commercial fishermen out there no more.
Yeah.
Having to worry about aliens. Trying to get out there and catch some crab for the people, some yellowfin. You got to worry about blue aliens coming up out of the water riding dolphins. And one of them pregnant.
Yeah, one of them's pregnant.
I just learned so much about Avatar these 15, 20 seconds.
And then just real quickly, the tweet of the day comes from a woman named Baby Wolf, and it got an interesting reaction online. She said, asking someone what perfume they're wearing is such an invasive question. It's shocking how people aren't embarrassed to ask strangers that. It's such an invasive question.
Shut
Are you
up.
kidding me?
Got a lot of, it's been viewed 8 million times.
It's
this
a
single
compliment
tweet.
for one,
Shut up,
because you're
Baby
only
Wolf.
asking if you like their perfumes. Oh, what are you wearing?
It's so invasive.
Stop.
The fact that you can ask a stranger that is shocking.
This is how sadly
You're not
dramatic
embarrassed?
everybody has come looking for something.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to create so much drama in their life. That's what she's turned to.
And how bad people's social skills are.
Oh.
You can't even field a question without.
How dare you ask me?
Our screen name's Baby Wolf.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but it just sounds like
She's
something.
got to be weird.
Yeah.
So those are just a few things that are now trending.
All right. There are some people who claim that they have special talents or special ability, but they can't prove it and nobody believes them. If you're one of those people, we want to talk to you. Coming up next.
Hear the Ace and TJ show anytime at acetj.com. And now you can see the Ace and TJ show. acetj.tv. How you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ show. This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ show will be right back.
Hey, it's Ace, and if you're into games, TCGs like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, I am standing in your little piece of heaven. It's the Mighty Meeple in Concord. This is dual lands from the Unlimited set. Cards from every Magic set for the past 30 years. It's all right here. Commander decks, all of them for the past 20 years. And when it comes to the biggest game in the world, Pokemon, they've got everything from base set to the most recent games. As you can see, there's always something happening at the Meeple. If you're looking to power up your games, check them out. The Mighty Meeple, acetj.com/games.
Well, we have a lot of friends that help make things possible on the show as far as our charitable efforts with How Can We Help You Wednesday, and with Peyton's Promise, and one of those that we value so much would be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can handle all of the stuff when it comes to buying, selling your house, the staging, the advertising, all of it. They're the best. We love them. You can find them at acetj.com/Temple Team, the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
It's the 7 a.m. hour. Thanks for spending your morning with us, and thanks for watching while you drink your coffee. This is the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go boom. What, he said something that made you laugh right before we came back on?
I just saw a funny video. That's not funny.
Okay. There is a video going viral, and a lady has accused Walmart of selling her baby a toy that plays, that makes inappropriate sounds. Her name is Ashley Lynn, and this is her sharing one of the jokes that is included. The toy allegedly makes inappropriate jokes and comments, including one about a drive-by shooting.
What?
Yeah. But here she is sharing one of the jokes on her now viral TikTok video.
My mom hears something, and she calls us all in, and she's like, it just said something about a drive-by shooting. I'm like, there's no way. So... let me see if I can get this quickly enough.
You'll never guess what makes a clip-clop, clip-clop, bang, bang, clip-clop, clip-clop, clip-clop noise. An Amish drive-by shooting.
Sold at Walmart. Walmart, explain this.
An Amish?
Yeah, like
Yeah, that's an old joke from.
And there's another one. There's a joke about Catholic priests. That's very inappropriate. That's included in there also.
Yikes.
And she's going super viral with that video. Yeah. Now, if you have a child, there's no drive-by shooting joke that's okay on any type of child's toy.
Yeah, even if it's an old reference or something like that, still it's weird.
Mm-hmm. What does the toy look like?
As I was saying that, though, I looked over. TJ's got this look like, well, let me go through a couple of them in my head and see what I got, you know?
Mm-hmm. Unless it's a drive-by shooting from the good guys shooting a bunch of terrorist stuff. That could be humorous.
I didn't think about that, the drive-by shooting from the good guys.
Yeah.
And one more video, because I don't know how many people this has happened to. I've had something similar happen to me. The delivery driver comes and drops off something at your house. You're like, oh, there's a package outside. I got to run get it. See, check this one out. All right, here comes the lady. Package on. She's opening the door. Here she comes. All right.
Camera recording. Give me a feel. Are you okay? I feel.
I feel.
Yeah, that voice saying, "Are you okay?" That's the delivery driver who just watched this lady take a nosedive off her front porch trying to pick up the package. She bends over to pick up the package, slips, it just goes right off the front porch in front of the lady.
Man. Ooh. She an older lady?
No, she's fine. She's okay. I know what you were getting at. She's fine. I wasn't laughing at her.
Ace TJ 5G. This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Hey, it's Ace, and if you're into games, TCGs like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, I am standing in your little piece of heaven. It's the Mighty Meeple in Concord. This is Dual Lands from the Unlimited set. Cards from every Magic set for the past 30 years. It's all right here. Commander decks, all of them for the past 20 years. And when it comes to the biggest game in the world, Pokemon, they've got everything from base set to the most recent games. As you can see, there's always something happening at the Meeple. If you're looking to power up your games, check them out. The Mighty Meeple, acetj.com/games.
Well, we have a lot of friends that help make things possible on the show as far as our charitable efforts with How Can We Help You Wednesday and with Peyton's Promise. And one of those that we value so much would be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can handle all of the stuff when it comes to buying, selling your house, the staging, the advertising, all of it. They're the best. We love them. You can find them at acetj.com/Temple Team, the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
It's the 7 a.m. hour. Thanks for spending your morning with us. And thanks for watching while you drink your coffee. This...
Man, we are having so much fun. We're zany and wacky this morning.
I am fascinated by the things that get such a reaction in this room when we're not on the radio.
I tell you what, I'm still a little off. This New Year's change has really messed up my...
Rob just comes in here telling Riggins, have you seen that trailer for Evil Dead 5? And Riggins is like, suddenly you took a shot of adrenaline. Yeah. That looks fantastic. And the two of them are just like professional wrestlers all of a sudden. It looks awesome.
You got to see it. It looks crazy.
Is it scary?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but y'all are a couple of little ninny bops. So y'all scared of everything.
Haha, he said y'all ninny bop.
Shut up, Alexis.
Scared of every damn thing. Now this study first came out in 2019, but it's making the rounds again. The one that claims that women can smell the difference between single men and those who are not single. They can actually smell the difference, I guess, in the pheromones or whatever.
Then why would they be surprised all the time when they say, I didn't know he was married?
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think it claims every woman can do it, but to me, that stands out as one of those things that if you can actually, or you believe you can actually smell the difference between a single man and a married man, then nobody's going to believe you. You know, there you go. But you could prove it, I guess. You could line up a bunch of men and say, go around blindfolded, smelling them, and can tell you which one is single and which one's not. Ace, didn't we do a bit on the radio one time to see if somebody blindfolded could tell the difference in kisses, like from their significant other, or was it from the difference between kissing a man and a woman?
I think it was their significant other. Then we had a couple come in. They did it for concert tickets.
Yeah.
And
You had them kissing other people?
yeah, I think we had one of them blindfolded, and they had to kiss their significant other and then like 2 other people or something. And they see if they could pick out which one it was.
Yeah, I was thinking we did where there was one person in the lineup that was the same sex as the kisser.
Maybe so.
That'd have been a whole lot more fun.
You're so dumb.
But I mean, that was back in the day.
Yeah,
you know,
cancel for that.
that's what year that was.
Yeah,
in the day.
Who needs the problems that would go with that kind of stuff today?
But anyway, if you can smell single people, that's something that nobody believes you do. Now, we've done this thing many times where we say nobody believes you about whatever it is. It could be a celebrity encounter. It could be whatever that happened to you. Or, you know, it all started years ago when I would tell people that I went to high school, well, all the way through school, with an NBA star. Nobody believed me. His name was P.J. Brown. And he played for the Miami Heat and the Charlotte Hornets, and but his real name's Collier Brown. And we got him on the radio one day to prove it, but because nobody would believe me. So this has to be something that you can do, some kind of a trick that you can do, some kind of a talent that you possess, that when you tell people you can do it, they don't believe you. Like if you came up to me and said, I can smell the difference between a single man and a married man.
It's just funny to hear.
Yeah, I would say, no, you can't. If you tell me that you get special powers out of rocks that you touch and put in the sun and the moonlight, I'm going to say, no, you don't.
Yet, no way to prove or disprove that.
Right. Alexis.
So this is not like my having a class with Shaq in college, which is true, and nobody believes me.
You can't prove it.
No,
Right, but it's not. That's not a talent. I can't use that.
No. So,
What about that Kim Kardashian? She can smell when somebody has a cavity.
yeah, I don't believe that.
You don't believe that either?
No,
But you don't believe a lot of things.
I know, because I'm not a sheep. I'm not a drone, Alexis,
All right.
or a zombie walking around just being blindly led down a path of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
A path with a 12-pack of nothing at the end of it.
It's a rainbow, and at the end, no pot of gold, just a 12-pack of nothing.
Right. It's a great way to look at life.
Yeah. With skepticism?
Yeah.
Of course it is. Yeah. So what the trick be is you tell us what the talent is that you have, or the trick that you can do, or whatever, special thing you possess, and you will find out whether we believe you or not. I think Alexis will believe a lot of it.
I think so too.
Well, it depends. How much you've been smoking already today?
Stop.
Don't do that.
Dun, 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 dun,
If they believe it,
dun.
I believe it.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. You're a very agreeable person. No one has ever said about you. All right, so send us a DM or a comment on the social medias at the Ace TJ Show. What can you do that nobody believes?
Get more Ace and TJ than ever before.
Wait a minute.
At acetj.com or acetj.tv. You can hear and see the Ace and TJ Show anytime you want. More Ace and TJ is coming up. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
AceTJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and it's a pretty rare occurrence, but today in history actually relates to today in history a few days ago. Results aren't much better, though. Give you the details next.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232. 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
Hyatt-centric South Park always delivers exceptional quality and service during your stay. And right now, when you book your social or business gatherings, you can earn up to 30,000 World of Hyatt bonus points. The Hyatt-centric South Park is a beautifully modern venue for all of your gatherings. Those of us on the Ace and TJ show absolutely love this place. Beautiful rooms, spectacular dining options, all nestled in the beautiful community of South Park, Charlotte. Book your gathering by calling 980-299-7013.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 19 years ago today, January 5th, 2004. Britney Spears had her 3-day marriage to her childhood friend, Jason Alexander, annulled. Oh, it had all been a big joke anyway. Now, later in the year, she turned around and married K-Fed in October, so not much better results. That's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Everybody knows shopping for insurance can be a stressful process. That's why our friends at O'Connor Insurance Associates are so great. They understand that things are more expensive and it can be a challenge. So they want to help you get the most insurance for your money, your family, your business. They've been in business since January of 2000. Just great people to work with. You can learn more, acetj.com/O'Connor.
I thought you were about to say, everybody knows shopping for insurance can be deadly. It can be deadly.
Feels like it.
Deadly.
So, Riggins, you could have been a hero to a family this morning, but you chose not to.
Are you talking about the bird? Well, yeah, so there are flyers around my neighborhood. Somebody's missing a parakeet named Oatmeal, and it's been up since before Christmas. And they're just like basically on my block, these flyers. So I said, I'm going to keep an eye out. And this morning there was a small bird that was not flying. It was kind of flying across the street in short little spurts, and it was about the size of a parakeet. I couldn't tell the color. It was 3:45 in the morning, so I'm not sure. But I thought that's probably Oatmeal. But then I thought, I don't know that a parakeet that's been living inside can survive the coldest day we've had in a long time on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day when it was 14 degrees, 10 degrees outside, whatever it was. So I can't imagine that was the parakeet. But
did you call it?
Yeah.
I did. I actually, when I crossed the street, I went, Oatmeal? Thinking, wouldn't that have been crazy if it flew down and landed on
your shoulder?
Like Snow White style?
Yeah,
Oatmeal,
that would have been
is that
crazy.
you?
Yeah, I would have felt like I would have been I would have felt like a hero.
You should have let your dog go retrieve it.
The dog?
Yeah.
You just kill it and bite it.
In one bite.
I wouldn't have told anybody. I don't know. Nobody's seen it.
If you would have said Oatmeal and then it went,
yes.
You'd have been scared. You'd have been like,
that's me. Yeah.
Man, how excited would they have been though if you would have showed up at their house this afternoon with oatmeal?
Yeah, I would love to be that person that delivers, a lost animal, lost pet.
But how is somebody going to catch a parakeet?
I have no idea. It didn't even say on the flyer like responds to his name or anything.
Yeah.
It was just like if spotted, call this number.
Man.
So I might do that.
Some of those birds can be really expensive too. There's a pet store right across the street over here, and my little friend Jenny was looking for whatever special dog food that her dogs eat. Went in there one day, and they had a bird that was like $1,000, and it was little.
A bird?
And Jenny got that bird phobia anyway, so I was like, "Come over here and look at this." And she's like, "I'm not," and she starts cussing.
Yeah.
So then the girl didn't realize that she had a real phobia, the girl that worked in there, and she like put it up on her shoulder and she's walking around with it.
Oh my God.
And she's like, "Get that thing away from me."
I'm surprised she can go into a pet store.
Well, she never goes in the bird section.
Yeah, I believe it.
I'm into birds lately. I've been watching a lot of bird videos. I'm like, I want to get a bird. They're so
there's
cute.
there's an NFL player that trains at Jenny's gym, and his last name is Bird, and she doesn't even get close to him. He plays for the Bears or somebody. I'm not sure.
Stay away from me.
No. But that's how afraid of birds she is.
That's crazy.
What do you mean you're watching a lot of bird videos?
Like a lot of bird videos on YouTube, like with other pets, like a cat and a bird or a dog and a bird, and they become friends.
Unlikely
and they're so
friends.
cute. I love
Aw.
it. I'm like, I'm going to get Khaleesi a bird.
Yeah,
My
I'm sure
cat.
she would love that. Yum.
Great idea.
I tell you who wouldn't love it. The bird.
Yeah. Your attempt to go viral could end up deadly.
Snack. Snack time.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ dailies.
Weed-infused Thanksgiving meals. High-end dining with weed.
Mm-hmm.
They even sell a mistletoe bouquet. Get it?
I get it, yeah.
Mistletoe.
I told you that everything has to be weed now. Everything.
What is going on?
It's cool.
Well, now there's even new recipes for a ganja bread house. It's not gingerbread, it's ganja bread filled with weed. And Jesus has been identified as 420 friendly, according to a Bible scholar speaking to the Los Angeles Times. He said, think about it. Jesus was peaceful and loving. He went from house to house and was always accepted. Only a stoner could do that.
That's true.
I knew
He was all about peace and love.
Except the
That's what
fact
they're
that
pointing out. They said his long hair and good vibes.
Except the fact that Jesus wasn't a person, wasn't a normal person. So Jesus didn't have to be high to be able to do all of those things like everybody else would have to be.
They said it's even speculated that the oil he used to anoint the sick and perform miracles may have been cannabis oil.
I believe that.
Of course.
Well, no, because they
and this is
probably had
also proof that, and a prime example of the fact that just because somebody's a Bible scholar doesn't mean they're religious or of a person of faith.
Hang on, did he say Bible? Did you say Bible scholar, Riggins, or just a scholar?
Bible scholar.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do believe the cannabis oil thing.
Yeah,
I think
because
that's totally possible.
they've been using cannabis and oils for healing for a very long time before they even consumed the
and
plant.
it's a natural thing,
Right.
and it would be found in that part of the world. But I'm saying that you could
Afghan
just
Kush.
because you use cannabis oil or whatever or water doesn't mean that you're a stoner. You know what I mean? It's
They
two different
said,
things to me. Totally different things.
Moses seeing the burning bush
he was
may
high.
have been an allusion, a reference to a burning weed plant. He had visions after seeing the
But
burning
you could
bush.
sit and go through the Bible and say may have this, may have that. But if you're a dope head, you're going to sit and find all the ways that things could have been dope in the Bible.
Yeah.
Right.
I also watched a special one time that explains how the burning bush could have actually happened.
Really?
Yeah, there's a scientific explanation for how it could have happened. So there's it's very possible that it did happen, but
The explanation that it happened is actually because the Bible said it does.
Yeah. Ace, you didn't watch no documentary about the burning bush.
It was
you alive?
Fascinating to watch. It was very, very interesting.
So they wrap up this by saying, so this holiday season, getting stoned might help you get in touch with your higher power. So They have officially taken over
I like it.
Christmas.
It's anything to tear up the American traditions.
Oh my
Just
God!
anything they can do.
Tear up the American traditions or
of
make
Christmas,
them better.
Of Christmas, make it, everything's got to be weed. It got to be high for Christmas.
It makes it that much more magical.
No, it doesn't.
And
it
you're
makes
happier.
It makes it trash.
No, it doesn't.
It makes it trash. Absolutely trash.
No.
Trash.
No, I just it's good.
Trash.
Do what you want, but stop trying to. They need to stop trying to make everybody else change and look at it their way. If you want to sit and get blasted, I don't care if it's just weed or if you want to shoot yourself full of heroin on Christmas Day. Do it. Mind your business and leave me the hell alone with how I want to look at Christmas in the Bible. Go do your thing.
Well, they're not forcing you to do it.
You know what dope heads are supposed to do? Their whole thing has been, leave me alone. Why are you in my personal business? It's my choice and all that. Okay, it's your choice. Go blast your head off with heroin and whatever else you want to do, but leave everybody else alone. Let everybody else enjoy the message of Christmas and the Bible that they want.
Once it got go around trying to do it.
The whole thing is about changing the way you
for the people that want to do it.
And they don't need to. Don't put it out there. How about that?
I want it out there.
Everything doesn't have to be put out there.
I want it out there.
Keep it to yourself, you dope heads. And I want all of it to be legal for you. All of it for you dope heads. Like I said, as long as you're not infringing on my rights or property, go do whatever. Just shut up about it. Please. Shut up.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
Okay. What can you do? What kind of special thing can you do that nobody believes you when you tell them? Because some women think that they can smell the difference between a single guy and a guy who is partnered up with somebody. Our friend Drew said, I just had to prove that I can blow fire with rubbing alcohol at work a couple of weeks ago.
What? You should not be doing that at work, I feel like.
We did it at work a few years ago.
Again, that's not something you should do at work.
Yeah, a guy came and taught me how to do it. I think, did you do it, TJ? TJ did it too. Did you not? No. Somebody did it. Maybe it was Ryan that wrote it. But yeah.
I wasn't doing that.
It's not that hard. Yeah. But it's dangerous. Don't try.
That's why I didn't do it.
You doing it makes it seem like such a redneck thing to do, though. Like, I'm just blowing fire out in the front yard.
I don't just blow fire in the front yard. We had an expert come in and show us how to do it on the air.
Yeah, an expert. Reggie Glenn was his name.
Yeah.
Got your butane right here.
It was like a Gene Simmons of Kiss thing. You just, it's awesome.
That doesn't make it sound better.
Flipped open his Zippo that had the Confederate flag on the side of it.
Look what I can do.
And I believe the words "don't swallow it" were said. Don't swallow it now. Make sure you don't swallow it.
I've been doing this all my life.
So I got half a mustache. Emily said, I can eat a chicken wing faster than any dude and out-knowledge most people in the NFL. This says foosball, but I'm guessing she meant football. Or is there an NFL foosball?
Mm. Would you be bragging about knowing a lot about foosball?
Some people would.
I want to see her eat a chicken wing, man.
Yeah. But I wouldn't call it NFL football. That kind of makes it seem like you're not telling the truth about your knowledge of the game, because the F stands for football. You can say National Football League football.
Or maybe she meant like college or professional.
Well, that's why she put NFL.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
So she meant professional.
Anyways.
Where did you graduate? I graduated from NFL University. University of NFL. But it's like somebody who, like Joy Behar and all those crazy women on The View, doing a big rant the other day about how awful, talking about, what's the name, DeMar Hamlin, that how awful it is that people are still playing tackle football. Like, okay, calling it tackle football is just kind of like you don't know what you're talking about. Same type of person that would claim they know a lot about baseball and then refer to the person who squats and receives the pitches from the pitcher, calling that person a hind catcher.
Hind catcher.
Hind catcher, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, there are a couple of interesting ones, TJ, on the front page of our Facebook page. Candace says, I can write with both hands at the same time, and it's legible.
Oh, that's creepy.
I've seen people that can do that.
I've never seen
That's
that.
wild.
Mm-hmm.
That would kind of creep me out.
And Libby says, no one believes that I can write backwards, and it's straight when looking into a mirror. It's a totally useless talent.
Not, if you can turn it into, like, if you're a graphics person for ambulance
Yeah, exactly.
drivers.
You know who else could do that? A little girl in The Exorcist.
Exactly.
The devil's spawn.
Rachel says, I can only wink with one eye, my right eye. My left one looks like I'm having a seizure, but I can blink normal with both.
But how does nobody believe that? I mean, that's easily.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's easy to show. Yeah.
I have a talent where I can wink with both eyes at the same time.
No way.
Whoa. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And I do it thousands of times a day.
Thousands.
I'm constantly flirting.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
All right. I know that people hate it when I point out how I've been right about something all along. Something that I've received a lot of ridicule and scorn about. But if I don't point out and prove that I was always right, then who will? No one. That's who. So we'll do that next.
The Ace and TJ Show is now more audio at acetj.com and more video at acetj.tv. Hear and see the show anytime, how you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ Show. Want to see your business on AceTJ TV? Contact us now at acetj@acetj.com. The show will be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
It was really interesting. She wants to remain anonymous. She said, my neighbor was given a paper by the cops several years ago that they may possibly search her property for the previous owner's daughter who went missing in the 80s. And now she's worried that the body is under her in-ground pool, which was put in about that time. Oh, wow. So there could be a body under the pool, and the police have informed her that, hey, we are possibly going to be investigating your property.
And maybe exhuming the body and tearing up your pool.
Can you imagine?
To tear up your pool, you got to tear out part of the backyard, and that would be...
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, what if they find a body has been under your pool the entire time?
For decades. Wouldn't that be shocking? Is that a good place to put a body?
Yeah.
It's
You
on
put
cement.
the
Great, yep.
Yeah.
So if someone ever does randomly is putting cement out one day, should be very suspicious.
That's what they did on Ozark.
Yep.
Or to dispose of a body in a construction site, where they're building high rises or something. You see that on TV all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
TJ and Alexis immediately went, yes, that's a perfect place for a body. They've been watching some true crime.
But man, you talk about just a stake through the heart. You got to tear up my pool.
I know.
During summertime.
So that's what I'm saying. If they come to you and say, we're going to tear your pool, go, hang on. Can you give me 6 weeks? Like, let me get through summer.
Right.
Come back in October and tear the pool
Because
up if you need to.
who would pay for replacing it? And
I don't know. Does your insurance cover that?
I don't know.
That would be interesting to find out. You would have no problem just getting baked in the sun, like getting bronze, knowing that there's possibly a body under it?
No, it's
not at all.
Yeah, that wouldn't bother me.
No.
Okay.
No.
You'd be like, what?
Hey.
I could put a lounge chair in a cemetery and just
Yeah.
get out of there.
I go take walks through cemeteries.
Put a tanner bed in the morgue. I don't care.
Wow.
So, no, Riggins, it wouldn't bother TJ.
When disaster strikes, you can count on the emergency damage experts at Paul Davis. Fire, flood, mold, or a storm, it doesn't matter. You can contact Paul Davis. Always devoted, always polite, always respectful of your needs. Learn more at acetj.com/Paul Davis.
The average human, and this is one of my favorite words, especially in the category of verb. One of my favorite words. The average human excretes. Doesn't that just create a reaction out of everybody? You don't even know what the next line's going to be, but just the term excretes.
Because it makes me think of the word ooh, like ooze. Yeah.
So the average human excretes 6,500 gallons of mucus in a lifetime.
Ew.
Oh. So you see, it wasn't nasty.
Right.
That's so gross.
6,500 gallons?
Yeah. That's what this is.
Can you imagine actually seeing that visually? Like,
What is
It
that?
can't be.
What does that come out as a snot? Is that?
I guess.
There's no way.
Or coughing it up or
Yeah.
whatever.
But again,
it can't
you're
be
talking
65.
about over a lifetime.
But 6,500 gallons? I mean, that can't be true.
I don't like that.
That sounds about right to me. I got boogers.
That's so gross.
That's so disgusting. Ew.
We had a kid in class in elementary school that always had a lot of boogers. He was just a booger kid.
Like, you're such a booger head.
But that's not the same as mucus.
Mucus is more like liquidy.
Mm-hmm.
Stringy.
I think. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like
we don't know what mucus is. I think everybody listening is an adult right now, and they know what mucus is.
Okay, so you can say excreting, but I can't say stringy.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Because what I said was a scientific way of saying it.
Oh.
You're just being gross.
Yeah.
Or painting a picture.
As usual.
You
just got to take it down a level.
Clearly, TJ, she's been checking out Vin Scully this
I
morning.
did, exactly. I'm inspired.
That's what she's learned, how to paint a picture on the radio.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Well, good. Glad you learned something before you spend your day learning how to grow fungus.
She's popping a pimple on her leg right now. It's so gross.
It's not gross.
Yeah, I've been watching her this whole time. Oh, God. That's 6,500 gallons.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Don't look at it.
Yeah, Riggins, you really get to see how the sausage is made over there. Don't you?
Excreted.
She's excreting something from her leg.
Pus. It's getting gross.
Yeah, I think we're all a little too comfortable with each other.
Yeah,
at
it
this
can
point.
happen.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
You mind if I pop a pimple in here?
Yeah. I'll pop your pimple.
I know.
Wait, was that a euphemism?
I think so.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 2 minutes.
James Corden was banned from a restaurant and then unbanned just like that. Of course he was rude and impatient. What do you expect from someone that British? Today is National Reptile Awareness Day, supporting reptile advocacy, I assume. I've been aware for a while because we've got some vipers in this room. Ooh. It's also National Mammography Day, which is important, I think you'll agree. It's a day for squeezing boobies, so this seems like Christmas to me.
Morning radio just evolved again. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
I got to correct something. I misspoke earlier when I said that the NFL, one of the NFL players that works out at my little friend Jenny's place, it plays for the Bears. He doesn't play for the Bears anymore. He plays for the Falcons. His name's Demir Bird, and he's adorable.
Oh, he's a little cutie.
Mm-hmm. Adorable.
Did you look him up, Alexa?
Squeeze him.
I've seen a picture of him.
Mm-hmm. And fast. He's very fast. He went to South Carolina, I think. So fast. Okay. Here's the thing. Y'all don't like it whenever you talk about perpetual adolescence that is prominent in the millennial generation and in the Gen Z generation, which means that they don't, a lot of millennials and Gen Zs don't want to grow up. They're just constantly doing kid things, watching cartoons, now getting Happy Meal toys and Happy Meals for adults. And there's actually a name for it now. And I've been saying this for all these years, and I was getting scoffed at and I rolled. But there's a name for it because the toy companies now are targeting this demographic because it's their fastest growing demographic, the Caudlts. The Caudlts are buying more toys now than parents are buying for their kids. So the toy companies are designing and marketing toys to millennials and Gen Z adults.
Wait, say that again? The Caudlts are buying more toys that are sold for kids in the country.
Yeah, starting to overtake the kids' toys. Wow. But then they just put this out today. A recent poll asked more than 20,000 adults if they sleep with stuffed animals. 27% said yes, and they're proud of it. 13% said they sometimes sleep with stuffed animals, and another 2% said they do, but they're ashamed of it. So almost half the people, 42% of adults, at some point sleep with a stuffed animal for comfort and security.
Well, what if they're on your bed for decoration? Does that count?
But do you leave them on the bed when you're asleep and they sleep in the bed with you? They're laying there with you in the bed?
I mean, I'm not like they're not being cuddled or anything, but yeah, they're just on the bed because I just move them.
Okay. Well, I mean, a lot of people would say women in their 30s shouldn't be decorating their beds with stuffed animals. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying that,
right?
But it does fall into the Caudlt category, I would think. I mean, even Riggins took his stuffed panda and put it away. Finally,
as far as you know. No, he sits in the closet. Yeah. It's a surprising number that's so low. 2% are embarrassed by it. I thought it would have been higher.
Right, because there's also, with the millennials and the Gen Z, they've been taught that you should never have shame for anything.
No, be you. Love yourself. If you want to sleep with stuffed animals, what's the big deal? Who are you hurting?
We don't have time to go into the same answer to most of those questions you ask about who you're hurting. Society, the culture. We need adults to be leaders, and when the current crop of adults dies out, the next one they're supposed to take over. But how you gonna have somebody general leading the army in a war against China while he's holding a Build-A-Bear, snuggling with it in his cot in the barracks every night? Come on. Cute. People got to be adults to keep a society going.
Killer of dreams and hopes and
well,
all
I mean,
nice things.
If it's your hope and dream to sleep your entire life cuddled up with stuffed animals, then that's a bigger problem.
I'd sleep with my stuffed animal and still take on the world the next day.
Yeah. Okay. Shame diminishes a sense of entitlement.
Do now trending next.
The Ace and TJ Show 5G app is sponsored by Papa John's. Order now on our app, the Papa John's app, or papajohns.com. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and it's a pretty rare occurrence, but today in history actually relates to today in history a few days ago. Results aren't much better, though. Give you the details next.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Breaking and entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 19 years ago today, January 5th, 2004. Britney Spears had her 3-day marriage to her childhood friend, Jason Alexander, annulled. Oh, it had all been a big joke anyway. Now, later in the year, she turned around and married K-Fed in October, so not much better results. That's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go, boom.
Thank you for listening to the Ace and TJ Show on the app or wherever you get it. Our app is brought to you by Papa John's Pizza. You can order online right now. papajohns.com. Try the new Papa Bites or their Papa pairings. Just a couple bucks and you got a delicious meal delivered or pickup. papajohns.com.
Papa.
So good.
I like it when you call me Big Papa.
I love this list that's out. Entertainment Weekly put together a list of the 20 best guilty pleasure movies. They're not ranked. They're in no particular order, but these are movies that are supposed to be guilty pleasures.
General Hospital.
But some of these, okay, Con Air.
Never seen it.
Great guilty pleasure movie.
I hate that.
Flashdance.
No, actually, I've never seen that.
Why
Okay.
is that a guilty pleasure? That's a good movie.
Right, that's the thing. Tommy Boy. That's just a funny movie. Miss Congeniality. Good movie from 2000. Pretty Woman made the list. What is a guilty pleasure about Pretty Woman? That's a good movie. Now, let me give you a couple. Made in Manhattan.
That's my favorite.
From 2002.
That's a guilty pleasure movie.
Showgirls from 1995.
That was a terrible movie.
It's a terrible movie. St. Elmo's Fire from 87. I thought was considered to be one of the great 80s movies of all time, but apparently it's a guilty pleasure movie.
I've never seen that.
I've never seen that either.
It's great. Monster-in-Law.
Oh, that's a good one with J-Lo. I like that one too.
Yeah, the guilty pleasure about that is that Jane Fonda's a communist sympathizer.
These are among 20 greatest guilty pleasure movies. Point Break, the original from 1991 with Patrick Swayze and Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
I will watch that anytime it's on.
Never
It's
seen
a
it.
great movie. There's one on this list that holds a special place in my heart, Streets of Fire. It's from 1984. You've never seen it. I didn't intend to see it, but I was trying to sneak in. I wasn't old enough to buy a ticket to see Police Academy, and they caught us and threw us out of the theater. So we had to go see Streets of Fire instead, because that's what we bought a ticket for, because it was PG. It's great, though.
What was St. Elmo's Fire about? Is that the one where they were running in their underwear?
No, that's Chariots of Fire.
Chariots of Fire. What was St. Elmo's Fire?
Group of college students. They all went to college together. They met. They were tight knit. I had Rob Lowe, that whole
Brat
bunch.
Pack.
Emilio Estevez, the Brat Pack was on it. Another one, Overboard, from 1987.
That's
Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell.
Yeah. Mama's favorite movie.
At Twilight from 2008.
Oh yeah,
It's a great
that's
guilty pleasure movie.
Yeah.
About the vampires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About vampires.
A very erotic vampire thriller, apparently. I've never
About
seen
teenagers.
it. I don't know. Yeah, it's weird.
Don't say
Teen
it.
erotica. That's great.
Ace TJ 5G.
Good morning. Welcome to the Ace and TJ show. Ace and TJ entertainment company, moguls. Are we moguls yet, Ace?
No.
Multimedia moguls.
We should start saying, like, from the Ace TJ Media Complex.
Yeah.
Could this be considered complex? We have 2 rooms.
Yeah. I mean, we rent it like an apartment.
Yeah. Should you own a complex? I don't know. You could be right. Let's just do Now Trending with Riggins.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ show.
All right, congratulations are in order. Ashley Olsen got married to a guy named Louis Eisner in a secret wedding ceremony. I thought, if I would have said, how old are the Olsen twins? I would have said 28. They're 36.
Yeah, I was gonna say they have to be in the almost 40.
And if you're not, famous day to day anymore, isn't everything you do pretty much secret because people aren't really keeping up with you that much?
Yeah, maybe, I guess.
I saw that and I was like, well, who would have known if it wouldn't have been secret?
Do they still like hide and stuff and not come out in the public?
I think that's kind of their thing is
Yeah.
they don't do a lot of interviews. They don't, even though they're worth so much money.
Because it takes a lot of time to spend $1 billion, man.
Yeah, they got the bukus.
Good for them.
Yeah, and people were asking, was it like Mary Kate's
wedding where at the reception they had just bowls of cigarettes on the tables for the guests.
I love that.
Isn't that crazy? I mean, you go to like this fancy wedding and there's cigarettes.
You just walk by and grab a Lucy.
Yeah, like loose cigarettes in bowls instead of like cameras or whatever party favors. It was just cigarettes. Like, that's not fitting for a billionaire or whatever. Just seemed a little odd. But I think Ashley is the more normal one. From what I can tell, wasn't Mary Kate involved in
that old man, like super old man?
Yeah, and then there was the Heath Ledger stuff.
Watch out.
What Heath Ledger stuff?
What you mean involved with a super old man? Come on now. Let's slow our roll a little bit.
There were some allegations that she was maybe involved in Heath Ledger's downfall with drugs and stuff like that. I know that who does the DEA? I think interviewed her. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. I think, allegedly, those kinds of things. But I think it was true. They're holding a private funeral for Twitch. Everybody knows Twitch. He committed suicide just a couple weeks before Christmas. So they're going to do a private ceremony and then a larger ceremony for the public. And Ellen is expected to show up. She posted a video on social media over the holiday break looking pretty distraught.
Yeah.
I would imagine it's probably a tough holiday for her.
Sure.
Her show ends and, she kind of goes out in not, in not such a glamorous way. Everybody's talking about how horrible she is, and then her, sidekick commits suicide.
But still no word as to why he committed suicide.
I knew he left a suicide note, and the only thing that they've talked about that was in the suicide note was he alluded to past troubles, I think is the word they used. So nothing more than that I've seen. But yeah, certainly no outward signs that anything was amiss or, you'd been posting dance videos with his wife, date like 2-3 days before he
and
passed.
all of those original conversations they were having about, he's lost his fortune in crypto and all that turned out to be not true.
Yeah, it was not true.
And they said he had several shows. He and his wife, their production company, had several shows that were going into production. So it wasn't a financial situation, apparently.
Yeah.
It's just still sad. So sad all the way around.
He was my dance twin,
I know you said that. In what regard?
That we danced just alike.
You
In
danced
spirit?
just alike.
No, in reality, just like Josh Groban's my voice twin.
I want to see that.
And
I want you to be singing and dancing.
Yeah. And Biz Marquee.
Yeah. You taught my soul how to dance, dance, dance. That was Ace's song.
Yeah.
Nice.
Was that a good
Yeah.
That's my karaoke song. That's my go-to karaoke.
Well, hey, you let me know if you find that karaoke bed somewhere because I need to get paid.
Did you make any money off it?
No. I didn't make any money off anything.
Dang.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
Well, here.
I didn't do it I did it for love.
That's right.
But it would be nice if y'all want to go to YouTube and check it out. Give it
You
some
taught my
spin.
soul how to dance, dance, dance.
YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music.
Why are you laughing? Maybe this might make you more money. Though. Go buy a Mega Millions ticket, $940 million for the jackpot on Friday.
Who are you talking to? Of course, I don't even play the Mega Millions, but I'll buy one. I hadn't bought lottery tickets in a long time.
When is the drawing? Friday?
11 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, but gas is high.
That's
have
true.
to drive all the way to the store.
Yeah.
But they
Gas
say
is
you
down.
can buy them online.
I just feel like it's not the same. You don't get the same chance to win because I still haven't bought my
agree.
first lottery ticket. I'm waiting for that perfect time.
That's why when I was in Louisiana, I bought a lottery ticket because I was out of my area.
Yeah, and it just makes it too easy to do it online.
Still didn't win.
It's like you have to do a little bit of work.
What do you know? I mean, what are you
I don't know,
talking
it just
about?
seems like that's how it's supposed to be. You got to go to the gas station, do a little bit of work.
Yeah, it's the same theory as looking at your numbers and going, I got some good numbers this time.
Oh my God. Redneck logic is the best.
Yeah, these some good
They don't
numbers.
feel right.
Yeah.
So well, we're talking about money. What's an unusual way your family saved money? Maybe you were one of your chores as a kid was to go dumpster diving. We'll find out coming up next.
The Week in Review is sponsored by Calotren. Go to acetj.com/weight loss to find out more about Calotren. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and it's a pretty rare occurrence, but today in history actually relates to today in history a few days ago. Results aren't much better, though. Give you the details next.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232. 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
Hyatt-centric South Park always delivers exceptional quality and service during your stay. And right now, when you book your social or business gatherings, you can earn up to 30,000 World of Hyatt bonus points. The Hyatt-centric South Park is a beautifully modern venue for all of your gatherings. Those of us on the Ace and TJ show absolutely love this place. Beautiful rooms, spectacular dining options, all nestled in the beautiful community of South Park, Charlotte. Book your gathering by calling 980-299-7013.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 19 years ago today, January 5th, 2004. Britney Spears had her 3-day marriage to her childhood friend, Jason Alexander, annulled. Oh, it had all been a big joke anyway. Then later in the year, she turned around and married K-Fed in October, so not much better results. That's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv. Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
All right, look. Something you need to know. If you have a company that needs branding, marketing, all that stuff, Stout Factor Media is the thing for you. These have been friends of ours for years and years, and it's good to be working with them, partnering with them. So if you want to check them out, go to stoutfactor.com. Stoutfactor.com. That's where you find them.
There's a new dating app called Tame, and it's a little bit different than all the other dating apps. There's no swiping.
Swipe or no swiping.
Swipe or no swiping. And you're only allowed to match with one person at a time. And their reasoning is like every other dating app. We're trying to build real relationships. We're not a hookup app, which every app has said after Tinder. We're not like Tinder. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, I don't know. It seems a lot like Tinder. But in a way, they say, you can only match with one person at a time. There's no swiping. Once you do match with somebody, all other profiles are hidden. So you can't even be tempted to get back on the app.
Really?
My goodness.
Yeah. And if you engage in a text conversation, you have a limited time to engage. And then if you don't, they kick you off the app for a week. And then if you do start to have a conversation and you want to, you can't ghost the person because they'll make you give the app a reason why you're stopping the conversation.
To be able to unlock anything else?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So you have to explain more than just I wasn't, catching their vibe. That's not going to fly. You got to give specific reasons why you're not going to be talking to this person.
I mean, like you just say he ugly. He was ugly in person.
Yeah. So I guess it's up to them what they decide is a valid reason.
But they so heavily monitor all of your interactions with people.
Yeah.
Wow.
And what's it called?
Tame.
Oh.
I don't know.
I thought you said something else.
No. And, you know, it's kind of like a nightclub, too. If there's a certain amount of guys currently on the app, they want the same amount of women. So, you know, if you're a woman applying and there's too many women on there, they're not going to let you in.
Well, they'll put you on a waiting list or something?
Basically.
Oh, my God. That's too much.
So there's a lot of rules. There's a lot of rules to it. But
It's even putting now more pressure on just app dating.
Yeah.
It should be easy.
But their point is like Tinder. You can get on Tinder if that's your thing. If you just want to quickly meet people and it doesn't mean anything, you get on Tinder. But we're not like that.
I tell you what, those Hinge commercials are pretty well done for that dating app Hinge.
I've not seen them.
Yeah, where they want you to find a relationship and they're wanting you to delete Hinge.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Good, yeah.
Ace TJ 5G. This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Does your mom date Alexis? Surely doesn't, does she? So you don't keep up with her dating life very much.
No, she dated her ex-husband. I remember them dating.
Well, good. That makes sense.
He was annoying, though.
Yeah.
He would leave voicemails because at that time people still left voicemails and leave all these cute things for my mom. Oh, I would hate it.
Hello, Candace.
Yep. Hello, señorita.
Learn from each other.
Is that what he would say?
Just dumb things.
Hello, my little señorita.
Yeah, and then he made us watch all these boring movies. My mom's like, "Oh, we're gonna go over to his house for dinner today and watch." Ugh, I hated it.
I hope they weren't like the Pat O'Brien voicemails.
Was he Hispanic?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he took care of his grandma, so his grandma was always with us on all the dates. So it was my brother, me, them two, and his grandma.
So y'all had a good, little playmate. The three of y'all could play together while your mom was with her boyfriend.
Yeah, they would
So
take care of her.
Y'all like all go out to dinner together, or all go over to his house and have dinner and watch movies?
Yeah.
Like what was one of the? Do you remember any of the movies?
Yeah, what is it? Life is Wonderful. It was like a movie about the Nazi times in Italy or something like that, but it was all subtitles.
And it was called The Life is Wonderful?
Life is Beautiful, yeah. La vita
What?
è bella. That's what it was called. I don't know.
So it was
Just old movies.
And it's where your mom lives now in that area, or were they living somewhere else?
No, here in Charlotte.
Okay, so that's how long were they married?
They were married about 6 years.
Okay, so you were pretty much in your formative years raised in the house with a stepdad?
Yep.
Oh. But he wasn't a mean person or anything, right?
He wasn't mean, but I couldn't stand him. He was jealous of like my mom hanging out with me or my brother and things like that.
Yeah.
And then he tried to tell me what to do, and I was like, "No, we're not doing that, buddy.
And
Go tell your grandma what to do."
yeah, and so you grew up in the house with somebody else's grandma.
She didn't live with us when they got married. Yeah.
Okay.
What kind of things? He would tell you what to do, like what? Like pick up your room? Or?
Yeah, like he would just try to tell me things, like try to be my dad, and I was like, "Dude, I don't like you. I don't care for you. Go away. Like I know you're married to my mom, but."
And he was Salvadorian or some from somewhere else?
Salvadorian. But then that's when I went to go live in LA after they got married, because I was just like, I'm not doing this.
Man, just pillar to post, as my mom would say. Just dragging those kids from pillar to post.
Mm-hmm.
And your brother stayed the whole time with him?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to. This is bad, but we used to live on this farm, and there was train tracks next to us, and I used to have dreams where I would like drag him to the train tracks and tie him down.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, our time is up.
They were just dreams.
We'll pick this up again next week, and remember I gave you that workbook to write out your thoughts and log your dreams.
Be sure to pay through the portal this week before our next appointment.
And so, you dragged him out on the tracks and let the train come run over him?
And look as it was happening. And this wasn't just a dream that happened once.
And did you tell your mom you had this dream?
Oh, yeah.
Like while they were still married?
Yeah, I was like, that's the universe trying to tell me something.
Right. And then she says, the universe trying to tell me you're about to go to California with your dad because you're going to kill my husband.
The universe just told me you got to go.
Was that what they called the last straw?
She's like, yeah, we're going to send you away.
So you still have those types of dreams about people?
No.
Like, meaning mainly any of us?
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
One of the worst things that can happen to your house is a buildup of mold and mildew in your crawl space. Let the experts at Cardinal Environmental Solutions come and inspect your crawl space and treat it so your house is safe for you and your family. Go to acetj.com/cardinal today. If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Mornings just got way better. You can now watch the Ace and TJ show live, weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. Eastern. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and wake up with us every morning. This is acetjtv.
Oh, hey, look. We had a thing earlier. We was talking about how many people are dieting for the new year but not telling anybody. Don't be ashamed. Especially if you've got the wherewithal and the knowledge to use Calitrin while you're losing weight, because Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight. Also has other benefits like getting better sleep. It is the top quality collagen proteins that promotes lean muscle and fat loss and all of that stuff. And they also promote great specials. Like right now, when you buy 4 months supply, you get 4 months free, and the free acai detox cleanse. They're going to throw that in as well. That's a huge value. So, it's hard. You're not going to lie. It's hard to lose weight. And if you can find something that helps you in that process, that's not a diet drug, or it's going to make you feel weird or make your heart seem like it's beating out of your throat, then Calitrin is what you need. Go to acetj.com/weight loss, acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
Everybody knows everything is more expensive right now. Everybody's paying more everywhere you go. But a new research team at the West Virginia University says that it may be possible to recycle urine. They said that when we just flush it out, it serves no purpose, but we could maybe fit something inside the toilet that would recycle the urine and turn it into fertilizer that we could then use to grow things and use it around the house or whatever.
Or you can just go pee in the flower bush.
Yeah, I guess
directly put it in there.
You could just go pee outside, I guess.
I'm telling you though, you know what this is? This is another example of how everybody gets all up and I know we have problems, but we can figure them out. They're going to create stuff That's amazing. You got to rely on people to get out there and get it done, and they will figure out a way to get it done.
Yeah. Said this technology could potentially sit underneath the toilet, quickly and safely treat the urine.
It's great.
Recovering nitrogen and things like that. But, maybe better than peeing in the bush. But this would save you some money, maybe. Grow your own food. What are some unusual ways you learned how to save money in your family growing up? Or maybe you're doing it now. Not the usual, like we go to, a less expensive grocery store, or we go to Goodwill to get clothing and stuff like that. An unusual way, like perhaps one of your chores as a kid was to go dumpster diving with your brother. That would be interesting to me.
To wash the paper towels and hang them out to dry.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, really oddball.
Yeah, I had a friend, their family would always, when they got to the end of a toothpaste tube, they would cut it open and lay it flat and scrape the rest of it out of the thing onto their toothbrush till it's all cleaned out completely.
I'd done that a couple times in college because I'd realized I didn't have toothpaste and I didn't want to spend money right there. Like I get through the week, I get to my payday, I can get through if I just cut this thing open with a pair of scissors.
I used to do that here, Joe.
There's a good one here on YouTube. Drew, who's watching on our YouTube channel, acetjtv on YouTube, like and subscribe. He says, to save money on gas back in the day, my dad would put the car in neutral and turn the engine off and coast down the hill. Now, I don't know that works because A, it's got to be a pretty big hill. Yeah, and then B, when you crank that engine again, there's a burst of fuel that goes in when you first have to hit the accelerator. So I think that kind of averaged out. He probably didn't do himself any good.
And if you got glass packs on that thing, it'll backfire and sound cool as hell. Wow, kill it, cut it back on.
Bow! Bow! You're supposed to be out cooking breakfast.
And then you,
hell yeah.
Sounding good, man.
That'd be dope, man.
Yeah.
So what you got? What unusual way did you save money growing up? Or maybe you're doing it now. Blow our minds. Shock us. At the Ace TJ Show, we'll find out next.
Ace and TJ. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and it's a pretty rare occurrence, but today in history actually relates to today in history a few days ago. Results aren't much better, though. Give you the details next.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232. 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
Hyatt-centric South Park always delivers exceptional quality and service during your stay. And right now, when you book your social or business gatherings, you can earn up to 30,000 World of Hyatt bonus points. The Hyatt-centric South Park is a beautifully modern venue for all of your gatherings. Those of us on the Ace and TJ Show absolutely love this place. Beautiful rooms, spectacular dining options, all nestled in the beautiful community of South Park, Charlotte. Book your gathering by calling 980-299-7013.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 19 years ago today, January 5th, 2004. Britney Spears had her 3-day marriage to her childhood friend, Jason Alexander, annulled. Oh, it had all been a big joke anyway. Now, later in the year, she turned around and married K-Fed in October, so not much better results. That's Today in History.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go, boom. Winter is here, and you're looking for some cool winter activities. There's only one place you need to go, and that's Gaston County. So many different things to do in Gaston County. Let's start with snowless sledding. The chutes at Crowder Springs. Fast, dry. I've done this. If you saw the video that we put out over the holidays on Ace at Large on our YouTube channel, check it out. It is a lot of fun. My son and I did it. It's awesome. And you don't have to freeze out in the snow to do it. It's fantastic. They've still got great ice skating at the Whitewater Center. And this is cool. They've got a 5K and 10K trail race. It's the Whitewater Center's Frigid Trail Race Plunge. You run through the trail, then at the end it ends with like its own like polar plunge kind of thing. Or the Shield Museum of Natural History, which we did a report on that, is really cool. And the Catawba Two Kings Casino. You can always just go play some slots, cards, that kind of cool stuff.
Yeah.
Stay inside, have a few warm drinks on the winter. You know what I mean?
That sounds like more your speed.
Yeah.
That's my speed.
Is it my speed?
Yes.
No, that's more my speed. Ace could be out there on that tube all day.
That tube is really fun.
It did look fun.
It's really fun.
Gambling, playing.
So a lot of stuff happening. Indoors, outdoors, all kinds of stuff. And you get it all at one place. Check it out. acetj.com/Gaston is where you find out all the details about the great stuff in Gaston County. acetj.com/Gaston.
See if, oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No. I'm just jumping ahead.
Well, I'm sure better than what I was going to say.
Well, okay. There's a woman on TikTok. She's thinking about getting a tattoo for her biological children, but she's also got stepkids.
Yeah.
So she would just get a tattoo. Like for example, let's say she had 3 kids. Alexis and Riggins were her biological, and TJ was her step.
Right.
She would only put Alexis and Riggins on her body.
Right.
That's not
Wrong or not wrong?
How long has she been a stepmom?
Just a couple years.
I don't think it's wrong.
Yeah. But the kids are about the same age.
But those are not her. I don't know.
See that, but that's creating a line.
I know.
You're delineating, and I think it's too. If she's done it before, that's one thing. But now that you've had them a couple of years, I think it's wrong.
But I disagree because I don't think the kids should know if they're that young, and they are young. Don't show them the tattoo.
I mean, they'll see it eventually, though.
But you are creating a barrier between yourself and the stepchild. And if you're all in the same household, all 3 of the kids are in the same household, you've established permanent favoritism.
Well, those are your kids, though. It's not favoritism. It's just those are your actual kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's favoritism.
And that's the message you're sending to the other child all the time. You ever seen those videos where they adopt a child, or the stepfather asks the child, I'd like to adopt you, and the kids fall apart and they cry because they're so happy? Yeah, this is the reverse.
But what about if this person has like another parent? The other parent can get the tattoo of the kid.
Well, I really don't know, because I have absolutely nothing in common with anyone who would have this as a problem in their family.
Right.
So I can't relate to it one way or the other.
Right.
I mean, like to get a tattoo or not about the step baby's
I never
name.
had step.
Let me ask you a question. Would you buy Christmas gifts just for your kids?
No,
and not?
of course not. That's different, though.
But would
That's
you buy
way
more
different.
expensive ones?
No, I wouldn't. But
I
to
would.
tattoo something on my body.
I'd give my real kids like a 4-wheeler and give the stepkids some, jacks.
A broken bike.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that.
No.
Jack.
Jack.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Weed-infused Thanksgiving meals. High-end dining with weed. They even sell a mistletoe bouquet. Get it?
I get it, yeah.
Mistletoe.
I told you that everything has to be weed now. Everything.
What is going on?
It's cool.
Well, now there's even new recipes for a ganja bread house. It's not gingerbread, it's ganja bread filled with weed. And Jesus has been
identified as 420 friendly, according to a Bible scholar speaking to the Los Angeles Times. He said, think about it. Jesus was peaceful and loving. He went from house to house and was always accepted. Only a stoner could do that.
That's true.
I knew
He was all about peace and love.
Except the
That's what
fact
they're
that
pointing out. They said his long hair and good vibes.
Except the fact that Jesus wasn't a person, wasn't a normal person. So Jesus didn't have to be high to be able to do all of those things like everybody else would have to be.
They said it's even speculated that the oil he used to anoint the sick and perform miracles may have been cannabis oil.
I believe that.
Of course.
Well, no, because they
and this is
probably had
also proof that, and a prime example of the fact that just because somebody's a Bible scholar doesn't mean they're religious or of a person of faith.
Hang on, did he say Bible? Did you say Bible scholar, Riggins, or just a scholar?
Bible scholar.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do believe the cannabis oil thing.
Yeah,
I think
because
that's totally possible.
they've been using cannabis and oils for healing for a very long time before they even consumed the plant.
And it's a natural thing,
Right.
and it would be found in that part of the world. But I'm saying that you could
Afghan
just
Kush.
because you use cannabis oil or whatever or water doesn't mean that you're a stoner. You know what I mean? It's
They
two different
said,
things to me. Totally different things.
Moses seeing the burning bush
he was
may
high.
have been an allusion, a reference to a burning weed plant. He had visions after seeing the
But
burning
you can
bush.
sit and go through the Bible and say may have this, may have that. But if you're a dope head, you're going to sit and find all the ways that things could have been dope in the Bible.
Yeah.
Right.
I also watched a special one time that explains how the burning bush could have actually happened.
Really?
Yeah, there's a scientific explanation for how it could have happened. So there's it's very possible that it did happen, but
The explanation that it happened is actually because the Bible said it does.
Yeah. Ace, you didn't watch no documentary about the burning bush.
It was
you alive?
Fascinating to watch. It was very, very interesting.
So they wrap up this by saying, so this holiday season, getting stoned might help you get in touch with your higher power. So they have officially taken over
I like it.
Christmas.
It's anything to tear up the American traditions.
Oh my
It's
God!
anything they can do.
Tear up the American traditions or
of
make
Christmas,
them better.
Of Christmas, make it, everything's got to be weed. It got to be high for Christmas.
It makes it that much more magical.
No, it doesn't.
And
it
you're
makes
happier.
It makes it trash.
No, it doesn't.
It makes it trash. Absolutely trash.
No.
Trash.
No, I just it's good.
Do what you want, but stop trying to. They need to stop trying to make everybody else change and look at it their way. If you want to sit and get blasted, I don't care if it's just weed or if you want to shoot yourself full of heroin on Christmas Day. Do it. Mind your business and leave me the hell alone with how I want to look at Christmas in the Bible. Go do your thing.
Well, they're not forcing you to do it.
You know what dope heads are supposed to do? Their whole thing has been, leave me alone. Why are you in my personal business? It's my choice and all that. Okay, it's your choice. Go blast your head off with heroin and whatever else you want to do, but leave everybody else alone. Let everybody else enjoy the message of Christmas and the Bible that they want.
Once it got
go around trying
y'all
to
to do it.
The whole thing is about
They're
changing
putting it
the
out
way
there
you
for the people that
and
want
they
to
don't
do
need
it.
to. Don't put it out there. How about
I
that?
want it out there.
Everything doesn't have to be put out there.
I want it out there.
Keep it to yourself, you dope heads. And I want all of it to be legal for you. All of it for you dope heads. Like I said, as long as you're not infringing on my rights or property, go do whatever. Just shut up about it. Please. Shut up.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
All right, so what unusual way do you employ or did you employ in your family to save money? Everybody's trying to save money. Maybe you've got an unusual way. And honestly, the most popular response on social media was that they add water
To juice.
to ketchup and barbecue sauce bottles. I've never heard that.
Yeah, that's what my mom used to do. If we
Just
ever
add water.
had fruit juice, apple juice, whatever, we would add water to it.
Really?
Make it last longer.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
But was it worth it? I mean, if you got poop and you can make it last long, or if you can turn your juice into poop, would you, just to make it last longer, would you want it?
No.
A watered down
I
apple
mean, you
juice.
still get a little bit of the flavor.
A little bit of flavor, a little watery flavor.
Cuts the flavor just a
Yeah,
touch,
just
but
touch, and you may be healthier for you.
on YouTube, Riggins, there's a somebody named
skim
Carter.
apple juice.
That sugar.
By the way, if you want to watch us on YouTube or watch our YouTube channel, check it out. A lot of stuff we put up daily. acetjtv on YouTube. But Carter said his mom wouldn't turn on the heat in the mornings because nobody was going to be there long as they were going to school. So she would just, while making breakfast, would leave the oven open.
Oh.
And they would stand around the oven and eat their breakfast and then go off to school.
Holy cow. That sounds like...
So
yeah.
no heat was turned on in the house until in the evening when everybody got home, like in the afternoon or something.
That sounds like Little House on the Prairie,
Yeah.
like gathering around the oven.
But I have seen numerous things that say people that do stuff like that, it says when you turn the heat back on in the day, it has to run so hard to warm the house then that you've wasted, that you're
Same
better off
amount or
keeping it
whatever,
level
yeah.
throughout the
Yeah,
day.
maybe.
Just keep it colder throughout the day.
Now, somebody said, go to a restaurant, order a glass of water, and ask for extra lemons, then use the Splenda that's on the table. You get free lemonade.
Don't do that.
Why?
Do not. That is absolutely horrible.
Why?
Because it's so corny and it's just like really.
It's funny where you draw the line, though.
Yeah,
because
but no.
free napkins, you would take extra napkins at a fast food restaurant.
And not on purpose.
Oh, you would?
No.
You're not into that. Really?
And then
That's
you're making a mess on the table and leaving all the sugar wrappers and all the lemon wedges out there.
Yeah.
No.
Somebody said drink 2/3 of your drink and then spill it on purpose, and then you get a free drink. They'll come
That's
refill it like a
cheating.
beer.
At what point? At what point does it go from being smart and creative to just being rude and somewhat of a thief?
Somebody said go to a local library and say you accidentally left your umbrella there, and say it's a small black one, and they'll give you one of the umbrellas because sure enough they'll have a small black one. See that
Again,
seems like
But you got to go to a library to do it. Ew.
Go to the library to steal.
but a free umbrella. Umbrellas be expensive, you know. I started cutting my own hair, and you can't even tell. I'm all about saving money. People say unplug everything in your house, especially when you're not using it, even clocks.
Well, why the hell would you unplug something if you're using it?
That's a good point.
Even when you're not using it.
Yeah, that's a good
So
point.
you're going to go around and unplug the clock, and then later go back, plug it in, then have to reset it every time you come home? That's
Yeah, I
just
guess so.
dumb.
What's dumb?
That is dumb.
Yeah.
The clock is not using up that much electricity.
Yeah. Maybe. Hey, listen, you're a big baller, though. You're partying in the south of France and door dashing and heaven knows what else.
Door dashing.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm a big baller. Door dashing.
Yeah. He's not antiquing. He's door dashing.
Yeah.
That's how he glorifies his success.
That's right.
With DoorDash Chick-fil-A.
Uh-huh. So I got a couple quick follow-up questions. Alexis made a big announcement this week, and I've got just a few more questions for her. We'll get to them next.
You're listening to the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and it's a pretty rare occurrence, but today in history actually relates to today in history a few days ago. Results aren't much better, though. Give you the details next.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Breaking and entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 19 years ago today, January 5th, 2004. Britney Spears had her 3-day marriage to her childhood friend, Jason Alexander, annulled. Oh, it had all been a big joke anyway. Now, later in the year, she turned around and married K-Fed in October, so not much better results. That's Today in History.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv. More show than you can get on the radio. This is AceTJ 5G.
Let's go boom. What are you going to do in the new year? Maybe you're going to sell that house. Maybe you're looking to buy a new house right now. Maybe you want to get a piece of investment property and buy something you can rent out. It's up to you. But whatever you're doing, Melissa Chambers of Chambers & Associates Realty and her team can take care of you. Give you an example. Let's say you're putting a house up for sale. Here's what they do. They'll come in and not only will they help you work the market, decide on the best price and a strategy and all of that good stuff, they go the extra mile to help you make sure that your house is ready to be sold. They come in and help you stage the home. For example, hey, these are some things people look for in a living room. These are some things people look for in a bathroom. Maybe you need to declutter it a little bit. They walk you through the house, doing everything possible to help you showcase the house in the best way possible for potential buyers. Buying, selling, third-party options, doesn't make any difference. They have the experience. They can take care of you. 704-439-6232. 704-439-6232 or online at lkncharlottehomes.com/AceTJ. That's lkncharlottehomes.com/AceTJ for Chambers & Associates Realty.
All right, I got some rando knowledge for you here. More than 80 countries celebrate Labor Day on the 1st of May. Do y'all know why that is?
No.
Riggins, you know why. I've taught you this.
The 1st of May?
Yeah, May Day.
Oh.
Why do they celebrate Labor Day on May Day and call it International Workers' Day?
I know now.
Because
they're a bunch of damn communists. That's right.
Is it May Day historically a Russian celebration?
Yep. It's all rooted in communism, May Day is. And we don't call it International Workers' Day because in the United States of America, we have employees, not workers. Because we are a capitalist free market system, not a Marxist communist system. The U.S. and Canada are the only two that celebrate it on the first Monday of September.
So Canada's not communist?
No.
See, so there's a reason for you to like Canada.
Yeah, but I mean, they're not full communists, but they're close. A lot of them are.
Was today the
with their
first?
beliefs? I mean, they're more Marxist. Like they're kind of like American Marxists.
Oh, okay.
Was today the first day you ever realized that Canada wasn't communist?
Well, no, I'm just giving another reason because he's always talking about bad about Canada.
Yeah, because she
Cool
knows
place
that
to visit,
Canada's a bunch of liberals.
Yeah.
Socialist kind of.
Canadians.
But I can't stand them in there.
AceTJ 5G.
Debbie. That's my favorite rapper.
Who?
Lil Debbie.
Oh.
Regan's over here spitting bars.
Alexis, you've got a new guy in your life.
Mm-hmm.
That's about as much as I know about it.
Yeah.
I met him. Seems very nice. My question is, does he get along with the most important thing in your life, and that would be your cat, Khaleesi?
Oh my God, yeah. So he actually got her Christmas presents.
Oh my God.
I know. It was
How
so
cute is that? He got your cat Christmas presents. I love that.
He got her a little turtle that you can put catnip inside of, and she loves it. And they like cuddle all the time.
The cat and your boyfriend? Or whatever you call him.
So he is the same goal with you. He gets the cat high and cuddles with her.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting high.
Yeah.
No one's safe.
It's nice.
But what that means is like he took an interest in your interests.
Yeah.
And that, even if he didn't really care about the cat, the fact that he bought the gifts for the cat means that he knows about you and how much you love that cat.
Yeah, I mean, in the past, I never even had a guy buy me a gift.
Right.
So to get me a gift and my cat a gift, I mean, come on.
He's winning just like
Okay.
Yeah, so the bar is very low.
But it's all it's all such a new thing because he's probably the first decent guy, good guy that she's ever been out with.
Yeah, for sure.
Love that.
But it was very sweet.
I won't say that. They're probably like, that would be too much to say because I don't know. But it seems pretty rare.
You're
that
just
she's
judging by her. Is what you're going on, Ace.
What she
Yeah,
said.
you
Yeah,
stay
that's what I mean.
trashy, man.
That's what I mean.
She
Her
doesn't
story,
know.
No, the stories that she's told about.
Yeah. iPads. There's a line about iPads and a line
That's
about
the
your
truth.
car and a line about
Yeah, my track record isn't the best.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
What about
Dang, throwing me under the bus today.
I meant that to be like a good story, like a nice thing. But allaboutcats.com just put together a list of the top 10 richest pets in the world. Taylor Swift's Scottish fold cat, which is named Olivia Benson.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, net worth of $97 million.
But I've seen this all over the place. How is this such a wonderful thing this website has done? All they've done is gotten celebrities who have cats or pets.
Yeah.
And so who's the richest celebrity? Okay, how much is the celebrity worth? Okay, that's how much the cat's
Right.
worth.
Yeah, they found 10 rich people, the 10 richest people who have cats.
No, they determine trust funds like Oprah's dogs. They got trust funds, and they're $30-40 million.
Wait, what?
The cat.
Her dog. She's got a bunch of dogs.
And what happens to the trust funds when the...
I have no idea.
Where the trust fund is used by whoever's in charge of the trust to oversee the dogs to make sure they're well taken care of.
Yeah, this is not about the celebrities' net worth.
Oh.
It's about the trust funds that they.
Well, in that case, I will now completely turn around my view of Taylor Swift and cats, and I will go take care of those cats and live there with Taylor and support her every move that she makes.
Exactly.
As
For the
stupid
rest
as
of
it
your
may
life,
be.
yeah.
Come on,
'Cause I
TJ.
want that trust fund.
That's crazy.
TJ's a Swiftie now.
Hell yeah. If
got a
I can get in
90s
on that cat money.
So if she dies and the person takes care of the cat, what if the cat dies? The person still gets to keep the money?
No,
it goes with the cat,
Yeah.
so it probably
the
I
money's
don't know.
allotted probably then to some type of fund, like a
cat fund.
Cat fund of some sort.
Yeah. And that,
To a shelter or something like that.
I would do anything possible to keep that cat alive. If I were in charge of that trust fund, I'd be getting one that looked just like it when it dies. Like, oh, it's the same cat. It's cat 71.
You're listening to the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and it's a pretty rare occurrence, but today in history actually relates to today in history a few days ago. Results aren't much better, though. Give you the details next.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Breaking and entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 19 years ago today, January 5th, 2004. Britney Spears had her 3-day marriage to her childhood friend, Jason Alexander, annulled. Oh, it had all been a big joke anyway. Now, later in the year, she turned around and married K-Fed in October, so not much better results. That's Today in History.
Welcome to the Share Funny podcast, now live on YouTube. This is acetjtv.
Let's go.
The Ace and TJ family presents unfiltered, uncensored, and uninterrupted. Well, almost.
Right here. Let's go.
This is Share Funny from the Ace and TJ Show Plus.
Hey, before we go any further, tell Miss Todd, don't text me about TJ's TV. Give me no.
Don't text Facebook
Don't do it.
TJ's TV.
All right, there, bam.
So welcome to Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche. You know, I just realized, sitting here, D'ing around before Share Funny starts, and it hit me. Wait a minute. My little notes that I have with the Closet Niche information, you know where that is?
Where?
In this drawer in my desk, that things are organized better now. I just got to remember that they're organized because the Closet Niche put these desks in here and got us straight.
Yeah.
So if you got an office or a closet or a garage or things like that need to be organized, you need to be able to get stuff up off the floor and put into its own place, and sometimes even like a little hiding place. That we saw at the Closet Niche, one of the closets that they had on display had a mirror that would roll out, and then it would fold in back behind the shelving. The shelving. So, you know, got out of the way. Although, if Ace had that, he'd wear those rollers out because he'd be pulling it to look at himself constantly.
Yep.
He'd never get out of it.
If only I liked how I looked.
And she did tell you, though, if you wanted it, they could put little flames on the mirror, so when you looked at yourself, it would just look like
Absolutely.
you were burning hot.
They can actually make a little flame shoot out of the sides of the mirror.
Woo! Big deal. So these are really cool setups. If anybody needs your stuff to be more organized, this is the thing to do, because they have the best price guarantee. And if their price isn't as low as what you're bringing in comparably to something else, they'll match it for the same design. So you bring in the design, they'll match the price if anything happens to be lower than theirs, which probably won't be. The turnaround time, 2 to 3 weeks. Because that sucks when you got something and you know you're wanting it and Nothing's holding you back except for the people who would install it. You're like, I want my closet. I want my new closet. I've already picked it out. I'm ready to go. And you're going to wait 3 to 6 months with another company.
Get you in 4 months. What would that be? April? Mm-hmm. We can get it done in April. And knowing it's going to make such a massive difference in how you feel about everything, because it's going to change. It's just going to have so many cool aspects to it. You'll feel 10 times better about your house or whatever.
Yeah, having to wait that long could literally ruin your life. So don't do it. Their turnaround time, 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes in a day, they can get it done, depending on what you need. So go to acetj.com/closet. Check them out, acetj.com/closet. Now I'm going to put this away in my special closet niche note drawer. Right there. I tried to slam it. It won't slam.
No, they don't slam.
Mm-mm.
Quiet close.
Yep. Quiet close. That's what they call that. Quiet close.
I'm mad.
Did you manage to do it? Your little fists of fury.
Mm-hmm.
So my sister-in-law, when they were here visiting, went to Costco with my wife one day, and she brought home this big bag of these snacks that she likes. They're called Harvest Snaps. They're green peas in the shell, dried and lightly salted. So nobody in my family eats that, especially my wife. She hates peas. And so I brought them up in here. And Riggins, you're the one that actually likes them the most.
They're
How
really
about that?
good. They're really good. My parents had them in their pantry, and I always thought, like, ooh, that did not sound good, but they're very good.
Did you say you're going to go home and put Tony Sacheries on them?
Couldn't hurt, right?
Are there going to be any left by the time you get home?
I don't know. I've been crushing them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they look like.
Yeah, and
They're
Alexis
so good.
Alexis doesn't like peas.
No, I don't.
They're like potato chips. They do got a little bit of a pea flavor.
Like a pea aftertaste.
Yeah, but to me, I don't know. It's like a veggie straw, or a.
I do like veggie straws.
Oh, I love veggie straws.
I do too.
Mm-mm.
But those could also use a little more salt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. I see what you mean about that little bit of that aftertaste.
Yeah, at the very
It's
end.
good.
I like potato sticks.
Yeah, well, who doesn't?
I like fried onions.
Yeah. I like cheeseburgers.
You know those onions that you put on top of a green bean casserole? I can pretty much eat those.
I love
out of-
those.
Yeah, just
out of
open them up
out of
and
the
eat them out
can.
of the thing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And I don't even like onion, but I love Funyun.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Funyuns.
Delicious.
Yeah. Well, you can have those.
I just saved
You
another
take
couple
'em.
dollars.
Yep. There you are. There was an article about the personalized license plates, vanity plates that got rejected in the state of Texas because they were off color or rude or political in some way. They don't like when you do that. But, I mean, it seemed like Texas would be okay with it. You know, they're a free country over there in Texas. You know, it could be its own country. You know, Texas could annex, secede, actually from the U.S. America if they wanted to.
Yeah. They used to be freer than they are now.
Yeah, I know. Austin brought them down because Austin's a shithole Marxist community. It is. You know who lives in Austin?
Who?
A bunch of shitbirds.
A bunch of
shit
bird.
Let me tell you how free Texas is. I learned this on TikTok and went and looked it up to make sure that it was right. Texas has a law called mutual combat. Did y'all know this? Mm-mm. So let's say two people are going to fight in a bar and there's a cop outside. They go outside and they both go up to the cop and say, "Excuse me, officer, mutual combat." And the officer will say, "We both agree?" "Yeah, well, have at it." And as long as both parties can tell the officer in advance, mutual combat, sir, fight it out.
Yeah.
Go for it.
That sounds like
that's a law.
That sounds like a law you learned on TikTok.
Yeah.
I would want to see that.
But I
Is it
looked it
real?
up. Mutual combat is legal in Texas, but both parties have to agree. It might come as a surprise to many people, but there's a penal code 22.06. If two parties agree to a physical fight, then they're allowed.
Some of these license plates, though, that they rejected, I don't know why they would reject them. Now, one of them on the list was L.A. Killer,
Okay.
Was one. Another one was F@RT. Fart. He said no.
Nope. No
That's
fart.
pretty funny, though.
Yeah. BADAZZ was one.
Okay.
Now this one, I don't know why they would reject this. SHITTYB. Shitty B.
What's his name?
One that's SMKE, and then the little star EM, Smoke 'em. 4 MAGA was one. Cool AF, they wouldn't allow that. NOEFFS, no F's.
No F's.
Right. N4KD, naked. NFGVN.
Oh, no F's given.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one.
And one that's just it's got buns.
Can you put got buns? Oh, my life.
No, I make hamburger buns.
This is my favorite one. I'm not a vanity plate type person, but I think this one's pretty cool. And I don't know why they would reject it. She mad.
She mad.
Ooh, what's wrong with that? She mad.
Because what if the person's like, I'm not mad?
Well, they're the ones buying.
They're the one buying it for
yes,
themselves.
for their car.
We don't promote mad.
And this is a problem. They reject any phrases relating to race, ethnicity, and gender.
That's bullshit.
Now,
So
how are you
what-
going to have a good vanity plate if you're not pointing out racial or ethnicity things? I mean, come on.
I'm most curious though about the MAGA one. Do they not allow any
Political.
Nothing political.
No.
Okay.
Like somebody tried to put one that said January 6th.
Okay.
Jan 6th.
I just wanted to make sure, as long as they
wouldn't
do that, as long as it's across the board, I have no problem with it.
Then because there was another one that was F-BDN.
Yeah, and they won't allow it.
Yeah, F Biden.
Okay, that's good. As long as it's across the board, that's fine.
How about this one? TOESUKR.
Ew.
They wouldn't allow toe sucker.
Creep.
Now this is a good one. BLUBLLS. Blue balls.
Blue balls.
What person though? And I know we all know somebody who would do that, but like, hey man, I got an idea. I'm gonna put BLUBLLS. I'm gonna have my license plate gonna say blue balls. What are you doing?
Another one was TATTD-AF. Tatted AF. IMPSSD. I'm pissed. All right. Now here's a good one. SKMYBLS.
Well, no, you couldn't. Suck my balls. You can't have that on there.
Suck my balls. Hey. This is for you if you follow her in too close and tailgating.
Yeah. But who thinks they're going to get away with that?
Yeah. 6'9" Blue was another one. Stoner. You can't have that. Mr. Crazy got denied. Sad Girl. Savage 3.
Is that Mr. Crazy and Sad Girl because it has gender?
I guess.
In it?
I guess.
You can't say Sad Girl or Mr. Crazy. Oh, that's weird.
Positive feelings only.
But what's wrong with Mr. Crazy?
It's not positive.
Oh, okay. You're like crazy fun guy.
But these are people referring to themselves.
Yeah.
It's not insulting anyone else. Now I get it. They shouldn't, if you don't want them to have blue balls or shitty B.
They call me Shitty B.
What in the world?
That's my nickname, Shitty B.
Shitty B. Oh, that's my friend Shitty B.
It's the worst nickname ever.
Mm-hmm. Is that, yeah. I don't even, L.A. Killer, I don't think it was that bad.
Well, I don't think you should have anyone that says killer, killing anything on your license plate.
But fart is brilliant.
I thought that was really well done.
The
Can
way
you
that
get
they did
symbols put on there? Because that had an @ symbol, didn't it?
that. Mm-hmm. I think.
I didn't know you could do that.
Personalized plates will also get thrown out if they threaten, impersonate, or make a reference to government officials or law enforcement. However, some seemingly innocuous plates, such as Mr. Crazy, and they were rejected. Says if a license plate is deemed no-go, the driver can either get their money back or try another phrase. Hearts, hyphens, stars, and period symbols are also in vanity plates, as well as silhouettes of the state of Texas.
Hearts.
So you can get hearts.
See, positive.
I see that a lot on.
Really?
Yeah. But I think it means something along the lines of like love the state or whatever. And the logos of the license plates.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I grew up calling them personalized license plates. I didn't start calling them vanity plates until I was an adult.
Yeah, always
But I
call
see
them
why.
personalized plates.
Yeah, I see why they're called vanity plates.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm. And how much they used to be whenever they were first a thing. I think you paid $50 extra for it, but I don't know what they would cost now.
Yeah. Oh, you know about Shitty B. He's so into himself.
In Dubai, the less letters that you have on your license plate, it's like the more expensive it is. But everybody has a vanity plate because that means like you're super rich. So if you have a vanity plate with one symbol on it, you paid the most money for it, like millions of dollars.
Because everybody in Dubai is wealthy.
Yeah, but like that's the thing.
It's $40 in North Carolina per year
to get a personalized plate.
Yep.
Ace used to have one. His dad bought it for him.
What did it say?
Ace
A.
Ace A?
Ace-A, period.
What was the other A for?
Ace Anthony was my name at night on the radio.
Double A.
Ace A asshole. That's what it said.
I had a
toe sucker.
Right. Who would want if that's your thing, who would want it on the license plate?
Announcing it to everybody.
Because you think you're cool, man. Like I got something sexy on my license. I got toe sucker.
Are you trying to use that to impress the lady drivers? Go, oh, well, I need to get his attention.
Oh, I need to follow that guy.
Yeah, what kind of car is that on? That's what they ought to do. They ought to publish what kind of car the license plate was applied for to go on.
Like a geo tracker.
Share funny from the Ace and TJ family. More next. You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Well, look, we're making a change today. We're about to change everything because we've connected with the Closet Niche. Annie over at the Closet Niche is putting together a 3D design for a brand new desk they're building for us here. So let's head over to her studio and check out what she's got. So you've seen what we have now. Let's look at what we're going to have in the future, thanks to Annie from the Closet Niche. And this is something you do for everybody. When you put the design together, you then walk them through kind of a 3D explanation of what it is they're going to be getting and let them see it from all sides, right?
Absolutely. So what we normally try to do is put a presentation together, obviously in a 3D where they can see their designs. We go through any like changes that they might want to make. We show them samples as far as what their doors and drawer fronts would look like. Give them color options to choose from, give them accessories and all kinds of options they can pick from as well to kind of upgrade their closets or whatever project they're working on. So I'm excited to do the office for you guys. I want to show you what I put together.
I just realized that we're sitting in a pantry, a laundry room, a
garage.
Yeah.
Do two different types of closets.
Yeah.
We show it kind of all here, and then obviously large built-ins that we do as well. So we can do home offices, garages, built-ins, pantries, laundry rooms. The only thing we don't do is kitchens. So drop zones, mud rooms, things like that. So it's kind of across the board. And we do it at best price guarantee. There's so many other competitors out there. Turnaround time for us, we try to be within 2 to 3 weeks within our industry, which is kind of unheard of in this industry.
So this is the first Share Funny at our new Closet Niche desk organization set up here. I really love this. This is great. Closet Niche, the sponsor of Share Funny, coming up in here and setting up a whole new what we call a studio console.
Yeah, it's really great. It's really great.
And how long did it take them, Ace, to put all this together? And
so about 6 hours.
Man.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on acetjtv. Hey, it's funny you'll share. The Ace and TJ family presents the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
All right. The other day we made an announcement on the regular old show. I think it was probably our first day back from the Christmas break, which would have been Tuesday. That Alexis is not in an exclusive, serious relationship. She is in a new relationship that the two of them are taking it slowly and not rushing into anything, but enjoying each other's company now as a courtship.
It's not exclusive, but they would each be very angry with the other if they went out with other people.
Yeah, very angry.
Now,
but not exclusive.
But not that you are, like I said, ready to jump into an exclusive, serious relationship. But he's already made it clear that one thing has to happen before he even become officially attached to you.
Yep. He told me the other day that he will not make it official until I stop getting lash extensions.
And why is that?
He says that he thinks that I don't need them. And he's like, I just rather you not have any lash extensions at all. He's like, I think your regular lashes are fine.
Yeah, and that's
put his foot down.
But that is a big deal to you too. I mean, getting your lashes done we've talked about it many times, that it just changes your whole outlook on life and your attitude toward things when your lashes get freshly done.
Exactly. It's like my thing.
But you know what else would change her whole life and her outlook on all those things in life? Having a good quality man.
Mm-hmm. But I think he may not know what he would be getting himself into.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, he's never been around you when you don't have lashes and, for an extended period of time, and you become grumpy pants.
Do I feel like I make myself a grumpy pant?
Yeah, and then when you get your lashes done, you come in here as a new person. You're like, talking shit.
True.
And but when you look over there, and you look like a naked mole rat.
Oh, that's what I told him. I said, what if I look like gross? I said, I feel like I'm going to look gross if I don't have my lashes.
He's like, damn, I take it back.
Yeah, go put your lashes on right away.
Yeah, so has he seen you without the extensions?
Just in pictures.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I know.
What a revelation.
And I was like, I don't do my lashes for anybody. I'm not putting them on for other people. It's for me.
Yeah.
It's for myself. I like how I feel in them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know that women would like that.
But he still said, "Hey, I don't want to be in a relationship with anybody who has fake eyelashes." So now what?
I don't know.
Well,
I said I was gonna wait till summer and then reevaluate.
Till summer?
Yeah.
Reevaluate the relationship or the lashes?
The lashes.
Okay.
So it's a compromise.
So you don't have your lashes done right now?
I do.
You do? Okay, that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's not because he thinks that it's an out of style fashion thing. It's
Yeah.
because
He just says he's like, well, he's really sweet. I hope you don't do your eyes like that. If it was an out of fashion thing, why are there so many lash studios everywhere?
well, aren't they at outlet centers? And
No.
stuff?
I go to a very nice place in Charlotte.
The Nike outlet, the Lash outlet, the Old Navy outlet, all right there in a row.
Her place is very nice.
Yeah, it is.
Ace, you had that list of things that were trendy in 2013 this morning. No, but good for him. You need some structure.
some structure.
Yeah, you need
not structure.
You need a good man telling you what looks good and what doesn't.
Yeah, I think if you posted that on like social media, like he said he wouldn't date me until I stopped wearing eyelashes, women would not like that.
Well, that's a double standard then, because women can make demands of men all the time. I'm not marrying him until he does this or this or this.
Physical.
Yeah,
things?
sure. Right.
Like for example.
Until he shaves his beard, until he grows his hair or cuts his hair, things like that.
Well,
women can always say, he's not coming around me until he shaves that mustache. But a man can't say that. She's not coming around me until she gets rid of those tarantula lashes.
Until she shaves her mustache.
A man can't even say that. A man can't even say that without getting ridiculed.
That's the next one he's going to be saying.
When it comes to men being critical of women according to things that they like or dislike, it's not, it's not acceptable. Women can sit and make negative lists of men all day long.
Yep.
Same reason that a man can't really get away with, you know what, you really need to go on a diet. Now, I don't care how you look. It's not about that. It's about your health. I want you to be healthy. A man can't do that without getting... Women do it all the time because they think men ain't got no feelings. So I think that's good that he's letting you know what he likes and doesn't like. And he's not saying that, that he's going to, kick you aside. He's just saying, I prefer your regular lashes to those lashes that are, maybe he's tired of them falling out on top of him. Like Riggins. Riggins doesn't even get up on you, and he's got lashes all over him where you're shedding them.
He almost ate some the other day on the popcorn.
Yeah.
That's just the one I saw. I'm trying.
They're just flying everywhere like a bird hit by a car.
But he was also the one that said I looked like a naked mole rat when I didn't have my lashes, and it made me so self-conscious.
Who, Riggins did?
Yeah.
Oh.
I said you look like a naked
Yeah,
mole rat.
remember when we were at the old studio and I came in, I didn't have lashes, and you're like, oh my God.
I remember that.
Did I do that?
Yes.
Well, I was probably joking.
You were taken aback.
He's like, oh.
Let me ask you this.
You need to get your lashes.
And I don't think this to be the case, but is there any concern, is there any worry that this is the first step down a slippery slope? For example, if you did abide by his lash wishes, then what if this summer he goes, hey, I want you to get your bathing suits need to cover up more. All that kind of stuff.
He tripping.
I'm not saying this is the case, but I'm saying, what would you do then?
I'm telling him that you're tripping.
Yeah, and I mean he's not serious.
No, he's
about
joking. He's being
the
funny.
lash thing, but
Yeah. I just thought it was funny.
What are your lash wishes? I'm here to grant you your lash wishes. But you always did say that Latin men are demanding.
Yeah. They are.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm gonna stand my ground.
Yeah. You just said I'll reevaluate it in the summer.
Yeah, I'm standing my
I'm
ground.
gonna stand my ground till summer.
I'm staying my ground for 6 months.
Well, because he's really sweet. How he was saying, he's just like, you're just
Yeah.
naturally pretty. He's like, you don't need all that.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But
A lot of men say the same thing about their wives and girlfriends. They say you're just so pretty in your natural state without all this fat on you. Your natural beauty that you had before you got fat.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I don't think that would be accepted the same way.
Subscribe to the podcast on all major podcast platforms. More Share Funny coming up. You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
But look, we're making a change today. We're about to change everything because we've connected with The Closet Niche. Annie over at The Closet Niche is putting together a 3D design for a brand new desk they're building for us here. So let's head over to her studio and check out what she's got. So you see what we have now. Let's look at what we're going to have in the future, thanks to Annie from the Closet Niche. And this is something you do for everybody. When you put the design together, you then
presentation together, obviously in a 3D where they can see their designs. We go through any like changes that they might want to make. We show them samples as far as what their doors and drawer fronts will look like. Give them color options to choose from. Give them accessories and all kinds of options they can pick from as well to kind of upgrade their closets or whatever project they're working on. So I'm excited to do the office for you guys. I want to show you what I put together.
I just realized that we're sitting in a pantry, a laundry room, a
garage.
Yeah.
Do two different types of closets.
Yeah.
We show it kind of all here, and then obviously large built-ins that we do as well. So we can do home offices, garages, built-ins, pantries, laundry rooms. The only thing we don't do is kitchens. So drop zones, mud rooms, things like that. So it's kind of across the board. And we do it at best price guarantee. There's so many other competitors out there. Turnaround time for us, we try to be within 2 to 3 weeks within our industry, which is kind of unheard of in this industry.
So this is the first Share Funny at our new Closet Niche desk organization set up here. I really love this. This is great. Closet Niche, the sponsor of Share Funny, coming up in here and setting up a whole new what we call a studio console.
It's really great. It's really great.
And how long did it take them, Ace, to put all this together? And
so about 6 hours.
Man.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on acetjtv. Share Funny has its own Facebook group. To join, search Share Funny and get more. Now more Share Funny from the Ace and TJ family.
I've been seeing a lot of people's takes on this Dana White situation, the king of the WWE. No, I mean the MMA.
UFC is the actual.
Yeah, the UFC, United Federation Commission. He and his wife in a nightclub got heated in an argument. She slapped him. He slapped her back, and it ended up on the internet. Nobody, though, has given the take that I think is the big lesson, other than, don't hit women. But the big lesson, I think, that would have prevented all of this is a lesson that I've tried to teach in my philosophizing since I was a really young man. Married people ain't got no business in a club. Nobody has said that. Married people in a club are doing nothing but asking for drama. You ain't, whether you're there with your spouse or whether you're there without your spouse. Married people ain't got no business hanging out in a club.
End of story.
Yeah.
And I won't say it that way to him if I saw him.
To Dana?
Yeah, because I mean, he knows how to fight like all of it, doesn't he? He knows how to MMA somebody's ass. Yeah. But still, I think if nobody is going to put that lesson out there, I think that it would, it would be, I don't know, neglectful if I didn't find a way to get in touch with him and tell him that. This all could be avoided if you and your wife stay out of the damn club.
Hadn't been in a club.
Not talking about a bar. I'm talking about a club.
And this was definitely a club.
Yeah,
you saw the
was
strobe
bumming.
lights going, and even, you imagine?
Yes. Look, if somebody said you got to go to a club tonight and start wailing,
whomping and a wailing.
I say, where do you want him to do it? In public? Okay. As long as I don't have to go in a damn club and spend the night in a club.
I've taken an ass whipping before. I'll take another.
They're all crowded too.
Oh,
on the
my
radio.
God.
Like there's so many people
The
around them.
music is terrible now in the clubs.
They're, like,
Just-
they're up against
God.
a railing. You know, there's like
like
1,000
you're
people
squished and
behind them. You're like,
stuff.
oh, God.
And it never
hate
happens
it.
early.
Yeah.
You know, I'm ready to go home by the time you even open the damn club.
At least in
Drunk
this
fighting.
case, I would have to assume that they had their own area.
They
Well,
did.
that's-
It was a VIP area, but still.
They had like other people like so close to them.
Just being like walking through the door
And it'd be
and
so
that panoramic view of what I would see walking in a club at 53.
Yeah.
I'd be like, ugh,
I feel like that at 32.
somebody just beat the crap out of me.
That's awful.
Yeah, if Jody was insistent on going to a club for a night, we'd just have to get a divorce.
Come on, a dance. Come on.
Oh God.
Yeah, see, that's the part I do like though. I love dancing. There's not a lot of places you can just go dance that are not a club.
Jody's not staying up that late.
TJ and Jody would be the people in the club where they're like just testing out the lights. Before they open it.
Yeah, we'd be the only
Doing sound
ones.
check.
We'd be the only ones in there that know how nasty it looks when the lights are on. Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
Oh God, I am still drunk. I can't do a late night.
Sounds like me.
Yeah, my little friend, we're still over there at the house, and Jody starts turning off lights. Y'all do what you want to do. I'm going to bed. Like, well, we're standing here in the dark now, so I guess you want us to go.
I've done that.
Yeah, you've kind of made the decision here.
There was one New Year's where my friends all came back to our apartment after a New Year's party and no one would leave. And I was like, I'm turning off all the lights. The whole apartment, just all of a sudden everybody's in the dark.
Bye.
Bye.
It's the opposite of a club.
Yeah.
Get out.
But I'm trying to think of any like normal social activity that I would despise more than hanging out for hours in a club at this point in my life.
Going to some political thing for the opposite party that you don't like.
I would rather do that than go to a club because at least that would give me something to be interested in, so I could.
And it would happen at 7 o'clock.
Right.
What about a seminar about saving the turtles?
Oh yeah, I'd rather go to that.
The turtle seminar?
I would rather go to a
sea turtle seminar?
I would rather go to a sea turtle seminar with gasoline soaking my crotch and burning than to go to a club.
You're so dramatic.
And if you've ever had gasoline kick back on you while you're putting gas in your car onto your crotch, it burns. It's not as pleasurable as it sounds.
Onto your exposed crotch? What are we talking about? I'm so confused.
See, Rob, if you're putting gas in the car, sometimes air will get in it, and it will kick back and shoot gas out of the tank.
And it burns
And if you're
your skin?
standing there, it goes through your clothes.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, I mean, unless I don't know, you might wear plastic drawers. I don't know what kind of weatherproofing you got down there.
That dog food tasting thing that you did with Ace, you'd rather sit through that again than go to the club?
Well, Ace wasn't there for that.
Oh, that was just you?
Yeah, I was the only one had to go to that shit.
Only one of us had to go. And I don't know how I got out of it, but they said, one person could come. I was like,
I would have liked.
No, I think that was
would've been
when your wife was sick.
Was
your
it? Okay.
ex-wife was
Okay.
sick during that time and all. But yeah, I didn't mind the trip and all of that. Except, I mean, I was in St. Louis, so I couldn't really venture off the grounds of the hotel. But it was a nice hotel, and they gave us free drinks and stuff in the bar at the
that's
hotel
nice.
and all.
You can get nice and saucy before.
But you know what? Sitting through that, it was a thing we were doing commercials for Purina, and they wanted us to come and taste the foods that inspired the new dog food. So there was a chef in there, and she had a demonstration kitchen, and she's explaining how she came up with this and that. So it wasn't that we were eating dog food; we were eating the food that the food that the dog food mimicked.
So it was just like going to it was real food.
Yeah, but with a kooky, weird dog chef.
A kooky.
And other corny ass radio people.
I mean, it's just as ridiculous as eating dog food.
Yeah. If somebody said you can stay at home and actually eat the Purina, I would have done that. But after that was, and I say that was terrible, and it was weird, and it wasn't what I would, imagine myself doing on a fun Friday night.
Still got food out of it.
But it's given me all kinds of stories to tell. It's got some value to it.
She's like, you still got food. You'd go to St. Louis for a free meal.
Right, I'm going to go to St. Louis for a piece of a steak that wasn't even good enough. They had to make dog food out of it.
Yeah, but it's not just free food. There's free drinks
They got
and a
the
free
drinks
hotel.
and all that.
She's like,
That
you
sounds
could
like
drink-
a party.
Well, you could drink beer and while that was going on, beer and wine, and then after that, we got back to the hotel. The ad agency guy that put it all together said, "I'm going to be down in the bar if you guys want to come have a couple of drinks." So I went down there, and he was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's lit.
But these other radio people from around the country, nerds, cornballs, yeah, jerseys.
Oh man,
I love that.
Jerseys.
No, the free food.
Yeah, so you got to catch a plane on a Friday afternoon, fly to St. Louis, go to this demonstration, get back on the plane the next morning and come home. But it was free food.
Yeah.
It was free food.
Yeah, but you were home by
I'm all
like
about
noon,
that.
1 o'clock, something like that, right?
Yeah. And I'm trying to remember what the hotel was. It was a famous, like a fancy chain. I don't know, but it was the first time I'd ever stayed in that particular chain of hotels.
Like
It
a
was
Four
nice.
Seasons?
It was a Four Seasons. Yeah.
Fly me out and give me free food. Are you kidding me? That's the life.
Yeah. But others value their time more.
For half a steak.
And then there was some something she did with some kind of vegetables or something. The whole time she's talking, she's genuinely so into this that she's done. Like it's just such a her life's work. She broke down crying a couple of times during the demonstration about her dog and when I saw that, when I put this combination together and she loved it so much, it just like I knew that this had to be something special for dogs. And yeah.
Whoa.
I'd be like, just serve the food, lady.
Yeah, I don't know if I could have kept it together.
Oh well, I was making jokes to it's on the side to whoever was beside me. I don't know if they got them or not, because like I said, they were cornballs.
But you got to see St. Louis.
Yes, I did, and it was
bright
just
side.
as beautiful as you could imagine.
You got to see St. Louis.
This is the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family. More next. You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Well, look, we're making a change today. We're about to change everything because we've connected with the Closet Niche. Annie over at the Closet Niche is putting together a 3D design for a brand new desk they're building for us here. So let's head over to her studio and check out what she's got. So you've seen what we have now. Let's look at what we're going to have in the future, thanks to Annie from the Closet Niche. And this is something you do for everybody. When you put the design together, you then walk them through kind of a 3D explanation of what it is they're going to be getting and let them see it from all sides, right?
Absolutely. So what we normally try to do is put a presentation together, obviously in a 3D, where they can see their designs. We go through any changes that they might want to make. We show them samples as far as what their doors and drawer fronts will look like. Give them color options to choose from. Give them accessories and all kinds of options they can pick from as well to kind of upgrade their closets or whatever project they're working on. So I'm excited to do the office for you guys. Want to show you what I put together.
I just realized that we're sitting in a pantry, a laundry room, a
garage.
Yeah.
Do two different types of closets.
Yeah.
We show it kind of all here, and then obviously large built-ins that we do as well. So we can do home offices, garages, built-ins, pantries, laundry rooms. The only thing we don't do is kitchens. So drop zones, mud rooms, things like that. So it's kind of across the board. And we do it at best price guarantee. There's so many other competitors out there. Turnaround time for us, we try to be within 2 to 3 weeks within our industry, which is kind of unheard of in this industry.
So this is the first Share Funny at our new closet niche desk organization set up here. I really love this. This is great. Closet Niche, the sponsor of Share Funny, coming up in here and setting up a whole new what we call a studio console.
It's really great. It's really great.
And how long did it take them, Ace, to put all this together? And
so about 6 hours.
Man.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on acetjtv. This is the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family.
Let's go. I've always said that adults who only eat scrambled eggs are for children, that adults should eat fried eggs. And Riggins agrees with that, but he just told Alexis, the fact that you only eat scrambled eggs makes me question everything that you supposedly know about food.
This is ridiculous. So dumb.
So true.
She's supposed to be a food connoisseur,
Yeah,
and you're saying you only eat scrambled eggs. You're not that good.
What's his name is popular for his food, and he only eats scrambled eggs. Dave Fieri.
He doesn't even eat scrambled
Or he
eggs.
doesn't even eat scrambled eggs.
He doesn't eat
so there
eggs,
you go.
period.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's better than
It's
an
different.
adult only eating scrambled eggs.
No. Because I prefer eggs in one form over the others.
Yeah.
No.
It's bad.
You guys are just haters.
I won't deny that. I mean, I am a hater, but that you're like our foodie.
Yeah.
You're, like the most refined. You know about all the best foods.
So
and
why
where to
would
eat.
eggs be the reason why?
Because it's the most basic.
It's like what children eat.
You're saying by saying she only enjoys and will only eat scrambled eggs, she's setting a baseline of a child's palate.
Yeah.
Thus she can't respect
and
it.
She eats, for breakfast, she eats scrambled eggs and goldfish.
No, I do not. I had a quiche the other day. You had never had a quiche before.
You just made that up. I have had a quiche.
I thought you'd never had a quiche.
I've had
it's
quiche, and
fancy
it's-
scrambled eggs. It's grown up.
Yeah.
You think a kid is eating quiche?
No, I don't know why anybody eats quiche.
My
Yeah, I
mom
don't
used to
like
make
it.
quiche as a kid. We had to eat it for
I
breakfast.
love quiche.
It was
Yeah, so
delicious.
that's scrambled eggs that aren't even fluffy.
Yeah.
It was good,
Dense.
though.
You guys
Yeah.
are ridiculous.
Dry ass scrambled egg.
It's like eating a book.
It's not like
It is. It's like these hard layers of
you
egg,
tried it and you
overcooked
liked
eggs.
it, and you were like, "Oh, that's good."
Well, 2 seconds ago you said I'd never had quiche before. Now you're saying I
Yeah,
ate it and I liked
until
it.
that moment.
I don't even know what you're saying.
Until that moment
You're
when
just
I
making
ordered
stuff up
it.
now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I just. Well, actually,
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you meant to offend her the way you said it.
but it is great. It's wild to me.
But it's just it's
you're
the
not a
yolk.
pig.
I just don't like the texture of the runniness of it. It's gross to me.
Yum.
Ugh.
Yeah, to each his own.
Riggins, you eat yours over easy or sunny side up or over medium?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I asked for over. I asked my mom when she's making eggs. I'm like over easy because I know she's gonna make them over medium because she's
Right.
not exactly Midwest.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's how I usually do it.
When I'm frying eggs, I flip the egg and count to 30. And
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah, that's probably right. My grandpa used to make 2-minute eggs, and that's
Yeah. You might as well drink them.
you might as well drink them.
put it in the boiling water for 2 minutes, put it in a coffee mug with like a tablespoon of butter, and then just eat it out of the mug with like slices of toast. And yeah, like the white wasn't even set.
Ew.
I mean, you want to talk about runny. Oh,
See, I'll eat a hard-boiled egg. I'll just eat the white part of it. I won't eat the yolk. So that's a different way to eat an egg.
Eat it then.
I don't even eat boiled eggs unless they're deviled or in some sort of salad, like a chef's salad covered in ranch or something.
I want to try a pickled egg. You know, see them on the counter at the gas station.
Yeah, pickled quail eggs. They have those at those Buc-ee's stores.
Oh, really?
You know, everybody talks about the Buc-ee's is so great. It's such a
But those
mega store.
Those pickled eggs on a counter at a store look gross.
They do look gross.
They look
I want to
gross.
try it. Like
I have-
somebody's
gnarly.
eating them.
That could be the
Somebody's gotta
greatest.
eat 'em.
That could be the greatest tasting thing, but I don't want it because it's in that
Like in an
jar.
old
on the-
pickle jar.
Yeah, it's just nasty looking.
Yeah, my hometown, I used to have pickled pig feet everywhere.
I've seen that before too.
And pickled sausages and stuff. You're like, whoa, what is
Ew.
going on?
And you just
there?
gnaw on the pickled feet.
Yeah.
Like you just. No.
Yeah, I never thought that looked appetizing. You put
Gross.
somebody's hoof in your mouth.
Yeah, you're just chewing around the hoof.
I don't think that's kosher.
That can't be. That's crazy. Is there a lot of meat on a pig foot?
I wouldn't think so. It
Cartilage,
doesn't look like
maybe?
it. Doesn't look like it's a lot of meat, but
Maybe it's like no, oxtail has a lot of meat on it. I love oxtail.
Well, I told y'all before those duck's feet that I had, duck feet, whatever that I had that time. That had, I don't understand the point of it because I could find no meat on there at all.
Were they
It's
fried?
just- yes.
Oh, that's so it was like crispy, like just
they
a
were
crunch.
crispy, yeah. But I didn't know what I was crunching.
Pick duck feet chips.
I don't know. I don't know what they use when we were in Cayman Islands, and they had chicken feet in the meat department, like in the red styrofoam thing with cellophane wrapped around. Like if you got a
Chicken feet soup.
hamburger, you make a soup out of chicken feet.
Yeah, sopa de pata.
That's right, foot soup.
Foot soup.
Foot soup. Say it again.
Sopa de pata.
Sopa de pata.
Mhm.
Okay, but this is not any type of Latin culture. This
Caribbean.
is yeah. You know, Caribbean and Creole are akin to each other. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
No, you didn't. You
Yeah, I
scrambled
did.
eggs.
You don't know
I
shit.
don't know
Yeah.
shit about
Now,
shit.
everything she comes in here talking about, we're gonna go. What do you know about pho?
You even pay taxes?
Scrambled eggs.
I don't know shit.
Your only scrambled egg eating ass over there.
But you put ketchup on your scrambled egg.
I don't.
You only eat scrambled eggs. That's going to be the standard response. You don't know shit. You only eat scrambled eggs.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah, Riggins also thinks that if somebody doesn't like spicy foods, then it makes them less of a man.
Yeah, it does. Well,
if you can't eat spicy foods.
it started with my brother because he couldn't handle like regular toothpaste. My mom had to buy him special toothpaste, like bubblegum flavored toothpaste.
Which brother?
Kevin.
Okay.
Obviously, like that. You know,
That's what I figured, but I wanted to make it.
You're just weak. He's like, it's too spicy. It's spicy.
The toothpaste?
Isn't it the mint part of it?
Dumbass. Yeah.
Can he chew gum? Like mint gum and things like that?
Yeah, now he can probably.
Probably not cinnamon, though.
Probably
He worked
not.
up to it.
I've never heard of that. The peppermint toothpaste was too spicy for
Yeah.
him.
Oh my god, we were just like ruthless.
That's wild.
So he's not like that anymore?
I think he probably he doesn't eat jalapenos like on nachos or anything like that. But yeah, nothing spicy.
He probably eats scrambled eggs.
Probably, yeah. I mean, it's Midwest. I mean, like you just no palate.
If scrambled eggs wasn't the thing, why is it the most popular way to eat an egg?
There's a lot of kids in the world.
I don't think there's anything wrong. To me, there's nothing wrong with eating scrambled eggs as an adult. It's only eating scrambled eggs as an adult that is weird.
Yeah, get pancakes.
Yeah. I mean,
So I've never heard. Have y'all heard of this? Robert said we used to eat pickled bologna.
Ew. Why would you do that?
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
That seems real gross.
Yeah, I don't like non-pickled bologna.
Oh, bologna's delicious.
I wouldn't hit a dog in the ass with bologna.
see, I do like bologna.
It's so good.
I've had
Fried bologna?
Fried bologna is.
Oh, my God.
It's like eh.
What?
Yeah, I don't get it. It looks like when you're frying it, bubbles up like just a pair of pink titties.
There you go.
You gotta have one of those iron things that you put down on, like if you're cooking on a griddle. Or something.
Oh my God.
Or you're cooking bacon on a
So
griddle.
dumb.
Ugh.
Share Funny Podcast is a production of the Ace and TJ family. To get more Ace and TJ 24/7, download the Ace and TJ app. Just search for.
Thanks for watching the Ace and TJ Show on ACE TJ TV. All material copyright ATJ Incorporated.